Jazz hands, hashtag jazz hands. We are live. What's up, people? Check it out. Babyface, let's see your jazz hands. Come on, Babyface. Throw it up. We are live, folks. We are live from the Big Daddy Gun Studios. I'm your host, Hank Strange. This is the Who Moved My Freedom podcast, as you can read down there. And we hope you guys have your big girl's panties on. We're going to talk about a lot of different things tonight, including this Florida state senator, Anita Flores, and how she betrayed gun owners in Florida. And not just us, you know, there's a lot of betrayal going on here in this whole story. I invite you guys to read that. We are going to talk about that today on the show. We have live with us Mr. Boobies himself, babyface-p.
That's right.
He's he's continuing to promote his Kickstarter for boobies.
You guys support that, and the money will definitely not be going to buy me new guns.
Yes. When you're sharing this, just make sure you put hashtag babyface-p needs new boobies.
Oh God.
We will talk. If you missed last night's show, you probably don't know what I'm talking about. I will make a snippet for you and put it up on YouTube if you missed it, or you could just go back and watch last night's show. But Babyface, yes, there is a campaign going on here to get Babyface some boobies.
It's not happening.
I think it's going to happen if the people come up with the booby money.
I'm not getting implants. Don't even try. No.
Yes, we're going to try. Yes.
It's not like, oh, somebody's going to Sharpie something on your face. No, this is permanent. I'm not doing that.
Don't worry. Don't get too excited right now, Babyface, but it's going to happen.
This is not happening.
You got to take one for the team.
Oh, hell no.
All right, so we've got Babyface. We've got Kevin Dixie's also going to be coming in right now. I think he's having some technical difficulties, but we will see him here in a few minutes. Shout out to everyone that's here joining us. Don't forget to click the thumbs ups. Hit those thumbs ups. Come on. Hit up the thumbs ups. We appreciate it. If you hate us, you could thumbs down. As I always say, if you hate us, go ahead and do that. Regardless, thumbs ups, thumbs down, whatever works for you.
Chris Bullis says that your balls are on display behind you.
Yes, these are my balls. What do you guys think about? See, we got the tactical walls wall back up. That's freaking awesome. We got it back up, and I have a gun here, so we will be talking guns. See, I got a B&T right here.
Two guns over there.
Yeah, that's a prop gun.
That's a prop gun. Okay.
Yeah, I've shown that before, but that's a prop gun.
That's a cool.
We've shown before, but this is boss right here. This is the balls right there. Check that out. That is a B&T.
TP9.
Yeah. What is it? Brogan and Thurman?
Bruger and Thurman.
Yeah, Bruger and something like that. B&T. There you go. Plus it's suppressed also from B&T. So very nice. This suppressor is for the MP9 and the TP9, which does it
have a rail on the bottom of the suppressor?
Yep, right there.
That's on the can itself?
Yeah. Well, it's on the attachment part of it.
But it's on the attachment, but it's not part of the gun. That's weird.
Right. Yeah.
That's really weird.
There you go. We'll talk about this a little bit more, but definitely some.
That's a honk of a can too.
We got your Gorn. We got your Gorn up in here. We will talk about that.
We got Born too. We got some Born.
Born
up in here.
Yeah.
Bow porn.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So yeah, you got one arrow.
I have a dozen arrows.
Oh, cool. Okay, awesome. So anyone that knows what to do when it comes to bows and arrows, let Babyface know.
Shoot them. I think that's what you do.
You got to go get your training in like anything else. Get your training on.
We can talk about that too tonight, I guess.
Yes, absolutely.
A little bit later.
Yeah, anything. If you guys have things you want to talk about, hit us up. We'll talk about whatever other subjects you guys have that you want to talk about. If there's things that concern you. I see here The Truth About Guns is talking about Liam Neeson, and he's got a new movie. I don't know what you all think about Liam Neeson. I think he sucks donkey balls.
Yeah, no, he's a D-bag. He's an anti-gun D-bag.
Yeah, so I don't know why he's still making these badass movies with guns involved and all that. He's a hypocrite. Stop making those movies, man. But whatever. We'll talk about that too if you guys so wish. If you want to talk about it, you can let us know and we will hit that up. We're still getting the studio set up here, man. So
Ooh,
It's a little crazy, huh?
So did you see that our first article for the night? Have you talked about? You haven't seen the chocolate yet, have you? Talk about that.
What chocolate?
She okay. We'll get into it. We'll get into it. Who the senator is having an affair with?
Oh yeah, this is some yeah.
There's some chocolate love going on up in there.
Yeah, it's what you like Jungle Fever? Is that what?
Yeah, she's yeah. I'm looking at the pictures.
This is like a serious. I'm surprised this hasn't hit like national news yet, but it's a very interesting story, and it tells you like why we get screwed over so much. All the goings on in.
You want to do your hello rundown of all the people here?
Yeah, absolutely. Let me run down everyone real quick here before we do that. Like I said, make sure you thumbs up us. Make sure you share this. I don't know how many thumbs ups do we have so far? We got to get to 44. We got 44 thumbs ups. We got like almost 100 people in here with us. So come on, folks, hit the thumbs ups. Make sure you thumbed up. Lola, make sure you thumbed up. Everyone thumbed up. Share this with family and friends and all that kind of stuff. We need to get it going. You know, so let's go through the list here and see who's here. I don't know if this is in any particular order because, like I said, my system here. Okay, Harry's Holsters said first, so shout out to Harry's Holsters. He's #1. He's in here. So, but Michael Bender also says he's first. So there's a little competition. I think Harry, basically, from what I see, he got in here first. Rock Humper, he says we need to get these shit politicians out of office.
Yep.
If they don't represent, I 100% agree with you. We don't need their asses. You know, if they're out there getting some ass instead of serving the people, they need to just go out and do that. I'm not hating on anyone for getting their nookie on. We believe in nookie up in here, but you know, not on our time. So J Rods wants to get a little refresher on what happened. J Rods, if you want to read about that, and if you haven't already looked it up, check out The Truth About Guns. They have an article on this, and you can check it out. We are going to talk about it coming up here. So I know I'm teasing everyone, but we're going to talk about it. Chris B is also in the house. What's up, Chris B? E-Rock, Chris Ilog. He thought he was going to be first, but, you know, some bunch of people beat him in here. Lots of people getting in first. The Archangel. He says, betray the gun owners of America, and we should be able to draw and quarter you in the middle of town. Hashtag no compromise, not 1 inch. Totally agree with that. If Walter was here today, he'd be all over this. He'd be ready to string somebody up, draw and quarter them, you know, tar, feather, whatever, whatever other methods. Huh?
Everybody get your pillows. We're going to get the feathers out of them and tar a guy.
Yeah, Michael Bender says, if it's in Miami, it's corrupt as hell. You know, yeah. And he goes on a little bit more there. Hamburger Helper says, hello, strangers. Crispy says in his honest opinion, she did it because someone lined her pocketbook really well. There was lots of stuff getting lined up really well. If you read this story, it's a juicy story. Indeed.
It is.
Yeah, I can tell you guys that right now. Michael Bender says she was too busy getting boned to do her job. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. So we got Highway Run 77, Gorillas and Guns, Atomic Bowls.
Atomic Balls.
Yeah, I don't know. Let's see who else is in. Enrique Q says Chi-Town is in the house. And let's see who else is in here. We try Tango Hunter. We got Tango Hunter in here as well. What's going on? Greg 98K, Vanessa Kitty. They all say good evening. What's up to the peoples? I did put a link in here. I'll try to put another one in if you didn't see it. The Tyven Show is also in. What's up, Tyven? Rising Tides Outdoors says, what's up, Strangians? That's a good one. He says, hashtag Strangians. I like that. Vanessa Kitty says, I think some homemade loaves of bread are in order. Okay, very nice. Very nice. And Enrique wants to know what's up with me. I'm doing good. And Rising Tides Outdoors wants to know if me or Walter or anyone in here has any idea when the Ruger PC9 is going to be on the shelves. I'm saying probably during SHOT Show. or right after SHOT Show. That's just a guess, though. Do you have any comment on that, Babyface?
What was the? Sorry, I was reading one of those
The
articles.
Ruger PC9.
PC9. I haven't seen that one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is it just
I don't know. Look that one up. I was thinking the Security 9.
The PC9 is a carbine.
Oh, that's the carbine.
Yeah, PC9 is.
They've already announced it, right?
Yeah, it's already out. I thought like you could order it already.
Huh. Let's look that up.
Spec sheet, buy now. Yeah, you can buy it now from their website. They probably have dealers that you go to, but
okay.
I think it's really cool. If we haven't talked about that thing before, I think it's awesome.
Yeah, I'm not sure if we did, but yes, we can talk about it. Scott Kimball says evening all. Dan Davis says yo 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 yo. Shakun says what's up. Mr. Runyon says hashtag who moved my cookie dough podcast. Jordan Poole says what's up. Chris or Casitas says we're in here. Hashtag UCF national champs. Did I forget to congratulate you on that, Babyface?
UCF? No, we didn't actually get national championship. We should have because we went 13-0 this season.
But you didn't?
We weren't allowed into the championship pool.
Why? Too ghetto?
No, they supposedly, what everybody's saying is they purposefully kept us out so it could be Bama or Auburn or Georgia Tech, one of the bigger schools. Bigger school. They try to keep us lower on the rankings.
Oh, I see.
So, yeah, we went 13-0. We even beat Auburn in our bowl game, and we weren't even in contention for the.
My head is going to explode if you keep talking about sports.
We didn't make it. That's all you need to know.
I was just trying to be polite. No, I'm just kidding. I have no clue about sports. I know that's your team, though, right?
Yeah, of course.
That much.
Yep.
Yeah, I see you rolling around sometimes with a hat from those. Mm-hmm. So they did well, though.
Oh, we had a great season. We had a really.
Okay, awesome. And let's see, classified information. Chris Bullis, I carry my revolver in single action, says, what's up, bros? Ant these nuts says, what's up? What's going on with him? Tyven wants to know something. Did I get your box? No, I didn't get any boxes yet, Tyven. I don't know. I haven't been home. Huh?
Don't touch his box. That's weird.
Yeah. Tyven, do you want my balls in your box, Tyven? I don't know. I have no idea. No, I haven't gotten anything. I haven't been home today, so I have no idea what's going on with that. So we'll see. Let's see what else is going on here. Tyven's show actually says, may I say you have a big bag of balls behind you.
Two big sacks of balls.
Big balls. Big butter balls.
Big color. There's some blue balls back there.
And do you see, look, I'm rocking my official Big Daddy Guns shirt.
Look at that. It's official, I think.
Yeah. No.
Did you guys get engaged on Facebook? It's not official until it's Facebook.
Oh, no. I don't know. I haven't put it on my LinkedIn account or anything like that. So whatever. Yeah, so let's see. Chris Orcasita says, hashtag babyface-p. Chris B says hashtag babyface booby money. Oh boy. Mel Matrix says 2 for the team. Take 2 for the team. You're gonna have to do this. You're gonna have to do this. Yeah, this is gonna have to happen. Let's see. Let's go through here. Nate 408 says, good evening. What's up, Nate? Jordan Poole, Brian Quick, Screaming Skull Saloon says tactical balls. Mel Matrix says he wants to be in APC 9. So there you go. Let's see. I'm trying to go through here, make sure I hit it. If I didn't get you, definitely let me know. Shout me out, and I will. I'll get to you again. Stephen Harleyish says 850 Wild Boys up in here. Talk about the P320 versus P365. Huh. I think these are 2 totally different beasts. They just have to do with SIG. What do you think?
Sorry, what?
He says talk about the P320 versus the P365.
They're 2 different guns. They're like totally different.
Yeah.
They're not really even comparable. One is a duty gun, one is a concealed carry gun.
Yeah, one single stack.
It's like it's stack and a half, maybe.
It's not. Oh, it's not really single stack.
Really single stack. Well, the mags. If you watch the video, they say in the video that it's a they consider it a double stack mag in a single stack mag. Whoa, there he is. I don't know
is it quarter stack or?
That's what it's like a stack and a half.
Yeah.
But it's really not comparable. The P.
Yeah, it's not modular like the P320 for sure. Right?
I don't think so. I don't think it is. But the P320 is a duty gun. That's a either a full size or a compact duty gun. The 365 is a subcompact.
Yeah.
It'd be easier to compare a 365 to like a Glock 43 or some other subcompact.
Yeah, and we know the P320 was not drop safe. Who knows what the hell?
That's what I'm curious of.
We have to get the 365 tested.
They don't have the dingus. The 365 doesn't have the dingus. If you want to know what a dingus is, that's a dingus.
Going through this here. Let me lock it on you. Going through this world without a dingus.
I know. There's a dingus right there.
Yeah. Someone needs to make a T-shirt, free the dingus. Or where's the dingus? Let me send that to Sam right now.
Scott P79. I saw yesterday that you can get the 365 for $4.99 pre-ordered right now, which I don't think is terrible. Yeah, I don't think that's a terrible price.
Mm-hmm.
He was saying it's overpriced and overhyped. I don't think $500 is too bad considering it comes with night sights. I kind of wish they would have thrown an extra mag in there. I'm sad that 2 mags is the norm. I wish they would have done 3. But everybody's saying, who moved my dingus?
Who moved my dingus? That's another one.
But no, for night sights and everything, I don't think 5 is terrible. If it'll come down to like 450, I think that's a great buy.
Yeah.
You're livening up. Jesus, sound like a.
I know Hank is like barely paying attention right now.
Right.
What?
Man. First of all, hello.
Oh, you wanted us to pay attention to you?
That's something like what I was trying to do. Oh, look at you.
I was waiting for someone attractive to come on.
Oh,
need to go get Miss Dixie.
Oh,
over there. I saw Kevin Dixie, and I was like, oh, I wonder if it's we're gonna get a nice surprise and see Mrs. Dixie, but I guess we didn't. We're not that lucky.
Yeah.
What's up, Kevin? What's going on, man?
What's popping? What's going on?
We're glad you finally decided to join us.
Look, man, I'm telling you, I'm like, I'm here. I'm like, all right, I got 15 minutes. Ran in the house. Computer's like, yeah, I'm going to do an update because you didn't listen to me.
Always does that.
So,
yeah. Lola says you got to get a new excuse.
It's not an excuse. And you know what? No, this is what happens. I have my setup all nice, ready to go. And then all of a sudden, other people start using my things.
Hey, he doesn't need a new excuse. He needs a MacBook.
No, you don't do
in the safe over there.
All right.
Oh, okay. Is that Tony?
Yeah.
Oh, what's up, man? Come here and be on air. Say what's up to the folks. We're live. Somebody's up in the safe. I was about to go Rambo on someone, but then I guess it's the boss. Can't do anything. There you go, guys.
What's happening?
That's Tony Big Daddy Guns right there.
Trying out my tactical walls.
Oh, you are?
Wait, hold on.
Oh, wait. On the...
Here we go.
On the Python, man.
Oh, look. Now Patrick has to show off his Python.
Mine's bigger, though. I got the 6-inch.
Yeah. Are you going to put that on your tactical wall setup? Oh, okay. Yeah.
So I just got to figure
That's cool.
Let's see, I was thinking about getting the shelf.
Yeah.
Put it like that.
Oh, that looks good.
Yeah, that's actually cool.
Yeah.
You can't have my shelf, though.
No,
You got to get your own shelf. Yeah.
These things work.
Yeah. Oh, that's a strong magnet. Be careful. You'll. Did you see the B&T? Look at that.
I did not.
With a suppressor on it.
Is this ours?
Yes. This is ours.
1911.
Yeah. Huh? Have I shot it yet? No, I'm going to shoot it soon, man.
Okay.
Yeah. I think this one is officially like for the store, so I could go shoot it. So, I've got a long list of stuff that we're going to shoot for the store. So
you get that little one with the.
Yeah.
That's a B&T too, isn't it?
Yeah, that's also B&T. I think we just got to, you can't buy some of the guns have to sell in the store. I know technically it's all your guns, but yeah, you got to have some kind of inventory. Huh?
We're working on
it. Yeah, absolutely. So I've been telling the people about stuff that we have coming up,
Okay.
to say thank you to Big Daddy Guns for all you do.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, especially for supporting me, and like upgrading the studio and all that.
Yeah,
Man,
it's
awesome.
good, man. It's coming along.
Yeah.
I like it.
And we have some awesome things that we're working on for people coming up real soon. So I'm always teasing, like,
We do indeed.
Yeah.
A lot of good stuff.
Big Daddy Unlimited, the survival dispatch thing. Tony's into all this stuff. You're a survival guy, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, you're
I'm
into
a prepper.
this. Yeah, you are a prepper. You're prepped out. We should get some episodes like with your setup.
You should. Gotta come to the house.
Yeah, because you got the.
I was in the Jeep this evening.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you were driving Lola around in the Jeep, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. You know what? While you guys were slumdogging it in the Jeep, guess what I was driving around in today?
Oh right.
Yeah, Rolls Royce Wraith.
Exactly.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
right. So, we could play top trumps
Man.
right now.
I hear you.
I'll talk to the folks about that. So, okay, I know you
All right, man.
you sneaked in to get a gun.
I'm gonna leave that.
Thanks. We'll see you at SHOT Show. Tony's
right.
going to be at SHOT Show for
All right, Tony.
anyone who's actually coming up to SHOT Show. He'll be there walking around with me, so you get a chance to talk to him. He's a cool dude. Anyone that like puts up with my craziness, you gotta, anyone who's going to hire me and not try to cut off my mohawk or tell me I can't put like crazy designs up in my head,
So now back to Kevin's excuses as to why he's
Oh yeah. Okay. Let's get back to Kevin's excuses. Yeah, Kevin.
Look, man, we were talking about some SIGs, some 320 versus 365, something. What were we talking about?
Oh, you want
Can we just move on? The other day wasn't my fault. I was actually tied up in a meeting. That wasn't my fault. Today wasn't my fault. It was the computer fault.
Kevin is like that dude. Kevin is that dude. Be like, nope, wasn't me. Nope. No matter what you say, he's gonna be like, nope, I didn't do it.
I didn't. I'm telling you, I did.
I did not do it. No, that's good, man. That's totally with the man code. I totally agree with that. Never admit to anything. So shout out to everyone that was in here. I probably missed a bunch of people, but shout out to everyone. I see Cyrus 308, Richard Hughes, lots of people. There was someone in here that had a really cool name that I was going to try to mention. I'm going to scroll back here and see. So let's see. One of you guys could talk about it. I see Brex is in here.
Talk about what?
Talk about whatever you want to. I'm trying to find this name because otherwise it's going to bug me.
It's official. I am not getting titties on myself.
Yes, you are.
Wait, Kevin wasn't in.
Yeah. What's up to Modern Mountain Man? Kevin, you didn't hear about this? Babyface-p is getting implants.
No, it's not happening. Well, no. Why would I want that? I can go to Marley and have some movies whenever I want.
That's a thing now, right? So, I mean, that's cool.
No thanks.
Okay, here, I found the name. This has to be, it's probably not, but it could, I think there's a high chance this could be someone from the Caribbean. Their name is Super Cobra Isaacs. Could be, I don't know, maybe.
Super or super?
Super Cobra Isaacs.
Oh, it needs to be Super Cobra Isaacs.
Super Cobra Isaacs. So I don't know. Sounds like Gregory Isaacs, Super Cat, and Mad Cobra all mixed into one name. Those are all reggae guys. You people don't know shit about that. So
what do you mean? What do you mean?
Who here?
What do you mean?
Whoa, racist up in here.
Oh, do you know something about reggae? I'm sorry,
dude.
I have. I know everything about. It wasn't me. I do know Bob Marley. I actually went to.
Okay, who did it? Wasn't me. Who did it? Wasn't me.
I don't know the skinny dude from Jamaica.
Oh, okay.
Skinny dude from Jamaica.
We have
Shaggy, right?
Shaggy. Yeah, look at that. Babyface knew it. Babyface.
Scooby-Doo. I definitely didn't just Google it. There's no way. I wouldn't do that.
One thing, like, who let the dogs out and all that? That's cool.
Oh, yeah. I remember that.
Dogs out. Yeah, that's
I have spent a total of about a month in the Caribbean, and I spent like 10 days in Jamaica straight at once. Like, didn't leave the island. I know about the place.
You spent 10 days there, and you spent a month. Some. Okay.
Like
Jamaica is awesome.
4 days here. I like the Caribbean. The Caribbean is cool. The islands all start to look like after a while, though. But
oh, really?
We had when we went down the time that we went down to Jamaica. We did a cruise in the Caribbean. Got off in Jamaica, and we had for lunch. We told we went on like a tour And we told our tour guide,
Shut
like,
up.
take us somewhere you would go to have lunch. We don't want to go to like a touristy place.
That's
Where
what
would you
all
go?
the tourists say. That's what all the tourists
We were like,
say.
yeah, we were like, where would you go to eat lunch? And he took us to this little shithole that was incredible. We all drank Red Stripe. We had like jerk chicken, and I swear to God, they fried their fries in lard. Oh my God, it was incredible. Food was so good.
Yeah. That's the best way to eat, man. The last time I did something like that was actually in which is not the Caribbean, but Honduras. I was in Honduras, and I went to this restaurant that was literally a shack on the beach.
Oh,
Saw the dudes coming in their little fisherman boats that they made themselves
fresh
with
catch.
the fish. Yeah, and I ate that fish that those
Yeah.
guys just took out of the sea.
that is delicious.
And it was so awesome. It was so awesome. And Honduras is also a really, really beautiful place.
We, by the way, we have a $5
Yeah.
thing from Scott Kimball.
Absolutely. Scott Kimball gave us $5. He says, do you all think the new SIG is LC9S in SIG format?
What's the
We'll
S?
see.
I don't know
No.
the LC9S.
The LC9
The new Ruger. I think he meant to say the new Ruger is a LC9S.
No,
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 the
I
new
think he-
SIG.
the SIG, the 365.
Yeah.
They're,
You don't
they're
think so?
not- They're not the same. No.
Oh, do you think the new SIG is an LC9S in SIG
Yeah,
format?
Yeah, if it's like the SIG version of the LC9S,
Hmm.
I don't think so. I think it's going to be nicer.
So that's the 365.
Yeah, I think the 365 is going to be better than the. I don't personally like the LC9s. They're too
Yeah.
small for my hands.
Yeah. I mean, you know what? I would have to get it and take it. I want to take it apart because I'm not 100% sure this thing is not modular because it looks like the P320s and the P250s.
Yeah,
in
you think
between
they would?
there.
You think they would go in that same direction since that's like what everybody's, I guess, what they're doing right now. But yeah, we need to get one and take it apart and look at it. Whenever Big Daddy gets
Yeah.
one in, we'll go screw around with it.
Yeah.
Or just take the one apart a shot.
Yeah.
That's right. Just when they're not looking, take the top
Yeah.
off.
Rod Mills says the Whalers. Yeah. Shout out to the Whalers. Eric
Stack and a
Garcia
half.
says Shubba Runks. Yeah.
Oh my God. Hey, did I ever
What?
tell you about a guy I used to work with at Busch Gardens?
Yeah. Mm-mm.
My old stage manager was like off the boat Jamaican, like immigrated
Mhm.
from Jamaica.
Mhm.
And he was hard-ish to understand when you're just talking.
He said
to
like,
people.
yeah, man, what's go on?
Yes.
Yeah.
But when you would try to read through his Facebook page, which I'm still friends with him on Facebook, if
Uh-huh.
you ever try to read through his Facebook page with like him talking back and forth with Jamaicans, it's
Uh-huh.
insane. It's like a whole different language.
Yeah.
It's not even English. It's crazy.
You know, I'm Guyanese and I love Guyanese people, but Jamaicans, man, those are my people. right
They
there.
were, yeah,
My-
he was really cool.
My favorite line, which is totally a Jamaican line, but I know some Jamaicans have said this before, and I've heard some other people say it. As Rod Mills goes, Guyana or whatever. I think Rod Mills is not Guyanese. He's probably hitting the Guyanese chick. So I guess that if you're like up in there, that makes you officially whatever. But
He taught us a couple. He taught us. So he taught us what Wagwan.
what's
Wagwan
a go
is like
on? What's a go
Wagwan.
on?
Yeah. So what's going
Rastafari.
on?
Yeah. Aili Selassie I. Aili Kanito I. My favorite one though is and tell me if you can remember what movie this is from. But there's a line that says, "Everybody want go Evan, but nobody want dead."
Oh,
You ever heard that line?
No, I don't know that
Yeah.
one.
Basically, it's like everyone wants to go to heaven, nobody wants
but
to
nobody
die.
wants to die. Yeah.
Yeah.
New Jack City.
No, it's not New Jack City, Lola. You're wrong.
Hmm.
No, who knows what that line is? Let me see who figures out what that line is. Let's see who can
Is
get
that from Billy?
it right now. I'll give you the line again. It's like everybody want go heaven, nobody want dead.
You
You guys figure it out. March for death. Brick said it. March for death. He got it right there. Steven Seagal.
I just
You never
went on
saw
his
that
Facebook.
movie with Steven Seagal?
I just went on his Facebook. He has a picture up of like his best man from his wedding years ago, and what the comment is: "Bless love, my family soon link up." I love it. I absolutely love it.
Yeah, no, Jamaicans are awesome, man.
Oh, they are.
Shout out to Mark for Death. And you know what the truth is? Really and truly, I never liked Mark for Death when it first came out because the bad guys in Mark for Death were Jamaicans, and being someone from the Caribbean and all my friends, I spent a lot of time in Far Rockaway and there's a lot of Caribbean people there, but most of my friends were Jamaican.
Mhm.
And so like when I watched that movie and all the bad guys were Jamaicans, it just pissed me off. And then I think, if I'm not mistaken, Steven Seagal like chopped off the bad guy's head in there and just made me mad.
Yeah, weren't they like it was twins, right?
Yeah, I think so. He chopped. So, you know, at first I didn't like it, but that is kind of like a classic. Is that from the 80s or 90s?
early 90s, if in the 90s.
Yeah.
And, you know, Jamaicans do get a bad rep. I think that's a segment of people that they always have to be like violent. Like, you know, you never really, besides music, sometimes they're always portrayed as being like.
Yeah. Now the truth is, Jamaicans are pretty badass, and you do have to be really careful. Jamaicans will juke you up in a second, son.
Yeah, I mean, anytime
they will slice and dice you.
But yeah, it's not all of them.
No, not all of them. No, absolutely not. There's some highly educated Jamaicans and all of that kind of stuff.
Now,
But,
I think one thing I saw that in Jamaica that made me smile. I saw, and this had to be like in probably 06, 07. I saw a short dog, Delta 88, all right,
in Jamaica
with the steering wheel on the right-hand side, on the passenger side. A Delta 88 with the steering wheel on the opposite side on Trues and Vogues, bumping Eminem. I will never forget. That was just classic, man.
Did you come across any guns while you were in Jamaica? There's a lot.
See the M16s that all the army was running around with, like, you know, waving at us, you know. And the one time I saw one person have a gun pointed, it was kind of funny. Because down there, the police do a lot of work. It's not like, I mean, the military are kind of like the police.
Yeah. If you're a real bad boy, they just send the military for you. And it's not like they're not arresting you and reading you your rights.
Yeah, we went to we were driving to a waterfall a couple hours away from Montego Bay, and this bus, like a little I don't know, big van, short bus, whatever. It was pulled over by a Humvee. And the guys were like standing around it. They had their guns trained on it. And we ride by, you know, the roads are small, so we squeeze by. And they got like these dudes at gunpoint. They just look up. Oh, hello. All right. That was cool. And I did go to Kingston.
Okay. I've actually never been to Jamaica. So no, actually, no. That's not. I think I haven't actually toured Jamaica. I've stopped there like on a plane, but not actually gotten off the plane and done anything.
Kingston, you want to talk about guns? Kingston was something to see. Literally, there were, and this was back when I went, there were kids between 9 and 12 walking around with guns in their hands. Like, like it's just everyday life. Like seriously, like, you know, and it's like that culture down there is totally different. They weren't out of place. Like they weren't pointing them at people or anything like that. They were just like, this is how we.
Jamaica's a wild place. You know how many times they try to kill Bob Marley in Jamaica?
No, I never even heard.
Really?
Yeah, Bob Marley is like an emperor. Okay, in not just music, but from Jamaica, he's royalty.
Right.
And several times people try to kill him. Oh yeah.
Really? I never knew that.
Yes.
So for Enrique Q, who says he's wanted to go to Jamaica for a couple years. If you ever go on a cruise ship, one thing to know: never buy weed from anybody near the cruise ship. They're all cops.
How did you find this out?
We actually talked to we went on a canopy tour, and the canopy tour guide was like, she was like, "Yeah, don't ever buy weed or anything from those people. They're all cops. They're going to throw you in jail and then try to get you
extort you.
Yeah, they'll extort you to get you back out to your boat."
That's what you got to do, man. That's like living in the islands, you know.
The other thing crazy to me about the islands was they use their horns like all the time, like car horns. Like here in the U.S., you don't use a car horn unless you're like really pissed off. Like drivers down there constantly use their car horn to be like, "All right, behind you, go ahead, I'm right here."
Yeah, it's like beep 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 beep. It depends on how you beep it. You know what's funny? And yesterday I was looking at some of the comments from yesterday's video, and there's some people like, "I thought this was a gun show." This is a gun show. If you don't know, if you're just joining us, we talk about whatever the hell we want to. I'm actually surprised by how many people are giving lines. Remarks for that. Like Screwface, kill me 1,000 times worse than you. Go find him your fucking self. That's what someone told Steven Seagal. By the way, I actually met Steven Seagal, by the way. Hung out with Steven Seagal one time. He's not, he's a cool dude.
He seems like he's quiet in real life. Like,
yeah. Rising Tides Outdoors says Jamaica Avenue in Queens isn't as tough as it used to be. I'm from Queens, been on Jamaica Avenue. Jamaica used to be tough. That's where 50 Cent is from.
Shot multiple times.
Yeah, Dan Davis says, tell him about Jamaica Avenue in New York. Jamaica Avenue is crazy. And I used to go up there back in the days to go to the Jamaican clubs. And I would never actually get inside the reggae clubs. Because let me tell you, if you're into clubs at all in your life, which I'm not into anymore, but when you're young, you're into clubs and stuff like that. I'm going to tell you guys right now, nothing beats a dance hall. like reggae music in the club. You have to experience it for yourself. Even Lola knows what I'm talking about. Like everyone packed in real tight, and then there's like weed getting smoked up, and there's the reggae music. And if people really love something, they hit the walls and they go, pop, 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 spin it again, selector, rewind, and then they do all that kind of stuff. And people are all like, you know, it's pretty. The girls winding up on you like that. If you do that, it's like you are doomed. And
Don't
what's
act
up?
like you weren't just about to bust a move. We want to see that.
No, rude boy, rude boy don't dance, man. I just hold up the wall. Yeah, so.
I love it. That was actually really good.
That was pretty good.
That was pretty good.
That's like my second language. So don't
Oh,
mess with me
man.
with that. I told you I grew up with all Jamaicans and Jamaican gangsters, by the way.
Rude boys.
But in
Rude
Queens,
boys, right?
I grew up in Queens. Yeah, man. True. Like I could tell you the dudes, there was a hierarchy you could tell from the cars. So if you were low level, you didn't even have a car. You maybe rode around on a bicycle. If you were mid level, guess what you had in the 80s? Guess what car? Nissan Maxima.
Oh yeah.
Way back in the 80s, there were these. Yeah, the Maxima goes back to like the 80s, and it was all squared off.
That was like the car, though? That's crazy.
Yeah, but if you were the real Dandada, if you were like the boss, you had
The real what now?
Dandada. If you were like the boss.
Dada?
Yeah. Yeah. If you were the real boss, you had a Toyota Cressida, my friend. Toyota Cressida. Yeah. And if you were like a super kingpin, then you went up to like Mercedes level.
Oh, this is crazy.
Yeah. But believe it or not, like me growing up in Queens, actually John Gotti controlled the area where I grew up in Queens. And John Gotti had like all West Indians, Jamaicans and stuff like that, and Africans working for him when I was growing up as a kid.
Gotta use the locals.
Yeah, including some of my friends.
If you stuck a bunch of Italians out there trying to do whatever, like, could you imagine they stick out like a sore thumb?
No, they just came around and collected the money.
That's exactly right.
You know, maybe sometimes when people got taken out to the beach, you know, to
swimming with the
bad
fishes.
things happen. Yeah, exactly. It was. I really grew up in in tough times or whatever, but it was fun, man. But I'm telling you, nothing beats a reggae dance hall.
Oh God. I don't know if I'd fit in there. I feel like I would stick out.
If you didn't. If they really wanted to show you guys what was going on, you would have gone to a reggae dance hall. You would have had an awesome. You would have just stayed in Jamaica.
Oh man, we wanted to. We talked to the same girl. We talked to her and she was like, "Yeah, you can get up in the mountains." Remember, we were Boy Scouts, so all of us were there. And she was like, "Yeah, up in the mountains, it's like $30 a month, I think it was, something like that, for a place with." I think it had power and running water, but that was it. There were no amenities. But it for that price, it like included a maid and a cook. It might have been $30 a week for all of us. But yeah, they would come she was like, yeah, it's cheap as hell to come stay in the mountains. They'll come cook for you. They'll clean. Yeah. All you have to do is go out and have fun.
Why do you think
awesome?
What's the name of the guy that wrote James Bond?
Oh
crap. How can I what's the name of the James Bond author?
Looking him up real quick. I can't remember.
Oh man.
Ian Fleming.
Ian Fleming. Yeah, Ian Fleming was in love with Jamaica, man.
Yeah. Because it's an awesome country.
Yeah, he was in love with Jamaica. And that's why if you go back, you'll see like some of those early movies were in Jamaica in the Caribbean. So some people know what I'm talking about. Rising Tides Outdoors says, yes, Hank Strange is crazy. Those dance hall parties are an experience. See, my boys haven't really experienced that yet, you know.
Got them sheltered, man. They didn't live.
I know one day Lola was like doing some of those dance moves, and my boy's like, "What the hell's going on, Mom?" And I was like, "Boys, you really don't know, man. You're missing out. Growing up, growing up here in the country is cool, but you're missing out on like what I grew up with, you know." So
do we want to get into the love fest that's happening with Anita Flores?
Let's did you get that article, Kevin? Did you see this?
I did not. I've been
we need to share this again so Kevin can see it before we get into it here. Can you share it again in there? Well, hold on,
I'll share it up.
Yeah, put it in our chat so Kevin actually put it in our chat and then put it in a regular chat so everyone can see it. We are going to talk about that's our main highlight that we're going to talk about today. We were going to talk about Liam Neeson as well with the Liam Neeson has made a lot of money from all these gun movies, and yet he's anti-gun. What do you think about that, Kevin?
I think he's silly. And you know what? This is how I know I'm connected with my internal little gun guy, because all his movies automatically sucked when I found that out.
Mm-hmm.
Totally. He said that I think they were interviewing. I think it was like he was walking doing a red carpet or something. But when he walked up, they said, "Oh, there are too many guns in America." Like every movie that I loved instantly sucked.
It just died. Yeah, man. Dude, like Liam Neeson has done some badass movies, man. Not just
he also did Star Wars. Let's not forget he also did Star Wars.
Yeah, okay. He was in Star Wars. He was in the Batman movies.
Terrible.
Here's a movie you might not know he was in. He was in the original Darkman movie.
I don't know the Darkman movie.
You never heard about Darkman?
No, Darkman. I'm gonna look him up.
You are just a millennial. That's all I can say about you.
Does he? Oh, I can show you what my Darkman, and that's not a euphemism. Does he look like that? That's my Darkman.
Oh, who is that? Is that the Archer?
No, it's a local artist out of Orlando.
Darkman was based on a graphic novel, and he was in there. Some people out there know that, I'm sure. So,
1990 superhero movie. Never seen it. I'm gonna have to go watch it.
It was actually pretty cool. It was a Sam Raimi movie. If you look at it, which I like Sam Raimi from back in those days in Darkman. And Chris B says he was in Excalibur, which okay.
And then his daughter got kidnapped like 7 times, right?
Yeah, and taken. But this article isn't the truth about guns. It says Liam Neeson hearts gun control and guns. I'm totally for gun control in the U.S., Liam Neeson said in a 2014 interview with The Independent. The population of America is roughly 300 million, and there are 300 million guns in this country.
Which is great.
Which is terrifying, he says. Despite swearing off action movies in the clip, not magazine of the movie Commuter below, the Irish actor wields a gun for fun and profit. Yes, he does. It says photo enhanced for your dining and dancing pleasure. Yeah,
he's a hypocrite.
Well, he wants the money. He wants
That's
the
exactly
money.
What it is.
Everybody wants the money.
Did you?
And go ahead.
I did some reading. I just did some reading while we were introducing everybody. His wife died in 2009, which is sad. But just after that, he decided to become a U.S. citizen, and he there's something about he did an interview where he's like, "Oh, the outpouring of the fans was just so great. I wanted to become a U.S. citizen." Another person has an article.
I'll tell you why he became a U.S. citizen.
Why do you think? Because I have an article.
Money.
That's exactly it.
Money. The taxes in England are something for people like him. It's over 75%.
Yep. The estate tax exemption was only like $3.5 million from when she passed away. If he was a U.S. citizen, it went to like next to nothing. So he got to keep all the money. So of course he was going to become a U.S. citizen.
Yeah. I'm tired of these kinds of dudes, man.
Yeah.
If you really believe this, if you're real about your shit or whatever, don't make movies here. Don't make action movies. No.
Go make documentaries about.
You did the A-Team, for Christ's sake.
What?
The A-Team.
Oh, that's true. That's the A-Team. I forgot about that too. And I did like the A-Team. You know what? I feel just like you, Kevin. I really liked Liam Neeson until all this bullshit started.
Yeah, no, I did too. I thought he was a good actor. He still is a good actor, but
Taken all of a sudden got bad. Like all the movies just got bad. I'm like, you know what? This is like a 1 on Rotten Tomatoes. Like I don't want to watch it anymore.
I mean, it's like Matt Damon. I never really liked. I kind of like tolerated Matt Damon, but when his feelings came out there, I just hate him.
Yeah, and you're Jason Bourne, right?
I know. Good action movie, but
yeah. I think the gun guys, that's why I think we need to make movies,
I think actors just need to STFU and do their job. I don't want to hear about your politics.
The truth of the matter is lots of gun guys, lots of guys that you see in movies that are badasses and all that kind of stuff. What you have to realize, these people are actors.
Yeah.
And they're acting and they're playing these roles, but also just the nature of who they are and what they're doing. They don't really like us, but they like the money.
If you want to support a good actor, Chris Pratt. Go support Chris Pratt. He is a avid hunter. He says he goes back all the time to where he's from and takes his friends out hunting with them. He's a Second Amendment guy. really, and he just seems like a nice person from what I
Yeah, lots of people are reminding me of Range 15, which is a gun guy movie.
Yeah, right. And those guys do good stuff. And Keanu Reeves, he's a true gun guy. You
Yes.
also
Keanu Reeves is a freaking Keanu Reeves is a lot of awesome things.
Yes,
he really is.
I'll just put it to you that way.
We just watched his the second John Wick movie the other night.
Mhm.
It was on HBO. Holy crap, is it good?
Yeah, yeah.
Seriously, we were sitting down there watching it. What was that, Kevin?
I'm sorry, I was trying to think out loud about who's the other. Oh, Kurt Russell.
Kurt Russell. There, yeah.
Is he what? What's Kurt
Gun
Russell?
guy?
He's a big gun guy. He debated with somebody. Was it on CNN or something? Like he was like, "You don't make any sense." Like real. They didn't expect it to come. You could tell they were like shocked. He's like, "But Kurt," he's like, "No." And Bruce Willis, another big gun guy.
Yeah, Bruce Willis. Yeah.
Yep.
That's a true dude right there.
Yeah.
New Jersey.
During John Wick 2, Hank, have you seen it yet?
Yeah, I've seen it. Like, what? Did you
just
just
making
ask
sure.
me if I've seen the John Wick movies? Are we gun guys?
The scene where he goes
Gun
in.
guy out there right now. Let's ask who has not seen the John
Yeah,
Wick
if you
movies.
haven't seen it, you need to go see both right now.
Nate 408 says Clint Eastwood. Yes.
Yes, Eastwood is a conservative.
Yeah, we gotta respect Mr. Eastwood.
The scene where he goes in and is like loading out guns and he grabs the Manelli. I was like, Marley, I feel like I need to go upstairs and get mine right now and just hold on to it while I watch this.
When Kurt Russell came out with his statement, I went back and watched Escape from LA again.
I need to rewatch those. I didn't realize he was such a pro second guy.
Yeah, Kurt Russell is just awesome.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm a fan of his. But yeah, there are some.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Somebody just said
Who mentioned Michael Moore?
Pickle Scratcher. Of course, your name is Pickle Scratcher.
That is so funny. That is so funny.
Ice-T's pro gun too.
Yeah.
And that's the thing too. Here's something I would like to enlighten people about, and I don't think they pay attention to, because guns and hip hop, get this bad connotation. You will be stunned at how many hip hop artists are pro gun.
Why would I be stunned? Of course they're pro gun, but the problem is a lot of them are pro, politicians that want to take guns from us. That's what the problem
is. That is the contradiction. Yeah. There is a song that I would encourage everybody to Google. It's by a guy called Tech Nine, right? Mm-hmm. It's called No Gun Control.
He made it.
The language is a little interesting. All right,
okay.
So have to forget that. But it's by a guy named Tech Nine, and it's called.
I've heard of Tech Nine.
Yeah. No more.
Blazing 1212 says Rosie O'Donnell. Come on now. Andrew Rockwell says Steven Seagal. Steven Seagal is a for real gun dude. But listen, I was watching an interview. I think it was Fabulous, the rapper Fabulous, and is it Jada? Is it Jadakiss? Yeah, Jadakiss. They have an album out, and I saw them in an interview with like Hot 97 or someone like that on YouTube, and which is, I think it's one of those New York stations. But anyway, they were talking. They got on the subject of guns. They were very anti, like Trump and whatever. And then they got on the subject of guns, and they seemed very pro-gun. And they were saying, "Yeah, man, you got to be careful in the South because everyone's packing, everyone's strapped down there, so everyone's has to be nice to each other." But they like that. They enjoy that about the South.
An armed society is a polite society.
Yeah, but this is what we need. This is what, I think this is where things get really mixed up. I think lots of black people in particular, I'm not just saying that because we're talking about rappers, but lots of black people are pro-gun, but then they support politicians that want to take guns away from them.
Yeah.
Because it's about education, and it's funny because I plan on doing a video on that in about another month. But it's because honestly, you don't tie the two together. Like you don't put the two things together. Like, yeah, we should have pro guns. That's why I take the approach of saying, how you want to protect all your stuff. You want to protect your life. That person over there, I'm just gonna tell you, make sure the person you're putting in office agrees with how you feel. And then once you start really bringing it to their attention, people will be absolutely stunned. In this state of Missouri, we've had concealed carry for 14, 15 years now. You will be astonished at how many people don't know you can carry a gun on you legally without going to jail.
That's crazy.
I think that's all over the country. I 100% agree with you. Yeah,
it is crazy. So I think it's still the whole thing. We do our jobs. We get out there, we talk to people, we inform them. That's what we're doing now. And it's crazy. But yeah, you're right. And that's what I always hit guys with, like, but the people, you know, that person that you love, they don't love you because they don't want you to be able to protect yourself.
Yeah.
And then you start seeing the light bulbs go off. I'm like, I'm just giving you information, do with it as you will. And you see light bulbs go off. But yeah, you're right. But there were a lot of people that were like, oh man, you know, I was having a conversation with some real conservative guys, and they were like, but Kevin, wouldn't it be so great if a movement like rap or hip hop? And they were like, not this stupid drug taking stuff that's out now.
Yeah, Pickle Scratcher says Howard Stern. I think Howard Stern is pro-gun, but he's still very incredibly liberal. He hates Donald Trump. At this point, he's done a lot of interviews and stuff like that with Donald Trump, but he hates it, which he probably always hates it.
The Archangel said Suge Knight was pro-gun. Ask Biggie and Tupac.
Yeah, I saw that. That was funny. True. I think lots of rappers are pro-gun, but as we're saying here, running the chance of being repetitive, we don't really support. We don't support those rights. And when you talk to people, as Kevin is saying, and they realize, wait, I can legally have a gun and, and be able to defend myself and all that, they don't realize it. And even if they realize it, they don't realize the complexities of the rules around that, and how you can get yourself in trouble if you're not aware of what's going on there with that. So, and I have to say this because lots of people, when they find this out, they blame it on us and they're like, oh, you guys are not doing enough. You need to work harder, do some more stuff. No, this is your responsibility. This is your responsibility. These are freedoms that you're giving up. Tony was just here and he's been into guns for like 5 years. Okay. And he tells me all the time that him and his wife, they say, we didn't even realize about the Second Amendment. When they found out about that and they realized that they were going to lose this right. Yeah. They just started buying guns. Then they would like open a gun store. Then they got politically active. This is I always tell people guns are a gateway drug to freedom, but it's your responsibility to find out about it. This is not something that you're blocked from because of your socioeconomic situation in life. I bet you still have a phone. You have the internet, you get up on Instagram and stuff like that. If you have that ability, you can find out about stuff. If you don't have that ability, you can still find out about your rights. Go to the library. Ask people, but it's not people's responsibility. I'm not saying that folks shouldn't do like what Kevin does, and aiming for the truth and all that kind of stuff. Absolutely, you should do. I'm not saying people shouldn't do like what I'm doing, but what the hell are you talking about? It's the same thing with wealth. When people find out about how wealth works, they get mad. Like, oh, how come someone didn't teach me this? All this knowledge is out there. You got to stop bullshitting around and like buying Jordans or whatever the hell you're doing. And get into your freedom.
Yeah.
Think about your future and your kids' future. Think about generational wealth and all these kinds of things. And it's not something that means you're a sellout. It's called freedom.
Richard Hughes just said that gun control is racist. And it started out to keep freed slaves from having guns.
Yeah, I will often drop nuggets of info on people. But Hank, you are absolutely right. I normally tell people, it's great to support, and we always want more of that, but you need to be the change agent. Stop sitting saying, I wish somebody would. You do it, and because you have the power to do it. So you do it. You might have a great idea that maybe takes other people to back you up or get behind it, or you need a face to it. But if you just keep sitting to yourself saying, oh man, I wish, or somebody should, no, you do it. Be the change agent, be the catalyst and make it happen. And then, I'll drop nuggets. So you guys know what the French Black Code is?
No.
The what now?
It's back from the 1700s. I forget the exact date, but it was actually a law, if you will. And what it stated was, if you caught African-American, slave, free man, whatever, if you caught a black person, okay, or somebody that was just too damn dark, if you caught them with anything...
Anyone over an almond complexion.
That's right.
If you caught them with anything, if you caught them with a gun, or if you caught them with anything that can be used as a weapon, and it's up to your discretion. So cane, walking stick, a rock, whatever. If it's something or anything that can be used as a weapon, you can shoot them on sight.
What?
Yeah.
And this was where? And this was where? In France?
No, it's called, just down. It started in, I think the roots were somewhere around Louisiana.
Oh,
but it's called the French Black Code. And if you look it up, it'll tell you. Like you can look at the description, and if you were caught seen with anything that can be construed as a weapon, you could be shot and killed on site, and it did not have to be law enforcement. Anybody could do it.
What's it called? The French black coat?
Yeah, the French black.
Behind Enemy Line says, watch the YouTube video No Gun for Negroes. One of the best pro-gun documentaries ever. Okay, very cool. Yeah, I think, you know, and listen, we are trying, but man, look, it's ultimately your responsibility. You're living in this world. Make yourself better. Make yourself better. And there's the one thing about today's world versus 100 years ago, 200 years ago, or 1,000 years ago is there's more information available than ever. Oh, and you can find this information. It's not very difficult. You just need to search. You just need to start looking for it and get out there. I don't think that everyone should be like us and have, you know, be all up in this as the way that we are, although it's awesome. You know, and I'm not controlling.
You know, funny story. I had a friend of mine from college actually talk to me a couple years ago. I didn't realize that she was, well, they're decently liberal, so I didn't think they were gun people at all. And she, wow, God, over a holiday 2 or 3 years ago, we talked about guns because she was thinking about getting her concealed carry permit, and she was asking me about, you know, certain things, and I told her, basically, she at the time worked at a mental hospital, and they had a patient get loose, and well, no, I'm sorry, it wasn't a patient got loose. A returning patient came in with a gun and like tried to hold the front desk hostage, and the cops had to come out and talk the guy down. She was like, I want a gun. You know, I want to be able to protect myself. And I told her, I was like, in that situation, do you have the survival mindset? Or are you the type of person that if it's between me and somebody else, I'm getting out alive? She was like, of course, yeah. And I was like, yeah, then I think you are fit to protect yourself.
Absolutely. Shout out to Big Daddy Kaufman.
Oh, man, yeah. Hank, you got to get him
Hoffman, excuse me, Hoffman.
You got to get him on the show, man.
Yeah, Big Daddy Hoffman is supposed to be coming on the show.
Good.
I see him. He says, Stevie Lee song, I Like Guns. Yeah, Big Daddy Hoffman is a cool dude. We definitely we are working on getting him on. I think we got to like work out. Is he one of those dudes that has no technology? Not yet on the internet.
What's the guy with the big braided
Big Daddy. Lola says she's been trying to reach out to you, so you got to somehow connect you. Lola does a lot of the scheduling, so we got to connect Big Daddy Hoffman. He's in the chat right now, Lola, so you know, hopefully we'll get him to come on, but we appreciate him coming in and commenting and all that kind of good stuff here on the channel. What's that, Babyface?
The guy that does gun reviews with the big braided beard.
Oh, that's
Gun Blast or something?
Blast, yeah, Gun Blast.
That guy has no technology, right?
No, he was on though. He came on.
Did he come on? I never saw that.
I think he came on by phone.
Oh, okay.
He called in.
But yeah, he's not a tech guy at
all. No, his brothers do all the tech stuff, but I think where they live, they don't really have very good internet. But he did come on the show. Cool. If you guys go back and look, I'm not sure what episode number it is, but he was there. So do you guys want to switch? Kevin, did you get a chance to read this article? Should we talk about?
Yeah.
Should we? Oh my God. Should we start talking about this?
Speaking of blacks, interesting story.
Yeah. So let me kick this off. We're going to talk about this Florida Senator Anita Flores, and you can find this on Truth About Guns. It's probably not in too many other places, but it is on the Truth About Guns. And the headline is Florida Senator Anita Flores betrays gun owners, husband.
Yeah.
Okay. So Florida State Senator Anita Flores, Republican Miami, was a staunch Second Amendment supporter. As state rep, she had a 100% rating with the NRA in 2016. Miami voters sent her to the Florida Senate. She was expected to be a key vote in the Florida Senate Judiciary Committee in 2017, supporting popular gun law reform legislation. Nope. Flores surprised everyone by being the key vote to kill several gun law reform bills instead of aiding their passage. This is from sunshinenews.com. Stube had a small victory when the Senate Judiciary Committee passed a bill which would allow concealed weapon permit holders to temporarily store their firearms in courthouses, but the victory was only short-lived. Flores, a key vote on the Judiciary Committee, vowed she wouldn't support Stubbs' 10 other bills, which means they would have virtually no chance of making it onto the Senate floor. Flores is one of 5 Republicans and 4 Democrats on the committee. So if she votes against bills and all Democrats vote in lockstep, Stubbs' gun bill would be sent to their graves early. Second Amendment supporters are not the only people Senator, what is it? Anita Flores has betrayed. Her husband is the latest in the line. She has admitted to an affair with Senate Minority Leader Oscar Branyan, who's pictured above if you look at the article from Sun Sentinel.
Minority Leader, so does that mean he's Democrat?
Yes, he's a Democrat.
I wonder if that might be swaying her opinion.
Yeah, and he's also a brother.
She likes her chocolate, man.
So speaking of swaying, he was also swaying the Mandingo and swaying her opinions. The 2 South Florida state senators went public Tuesday to acknowledge their extramarital affair, because both married, as the Florida legislature convened under a cloud of sexual impropriety that has distracted lawmakers for months. Their statement came after a website posted video purporting to show State Senator Flores from Miami entering and leaving an apartment rented by Senate Minority Leader Oscar Branyan, the Democrat, Miami Gardens. Flores was rumored to be considering a run for mayor of Miami this year. Miami is a heavily Democrat city. It is unknown if Flores' affair will harm or hurt her chances of being elected mayor. It's unlikely she would win a Republican primary. Well, also, you know,
she should bow out of politics altogether. She can't be trusted in her own marriage.
I think her chances are going to be hurt in that thing. If she was like messing with, you know, someone of the Latin persuasion, they might forgive her. But she was messing with a brother, so nobody's forgiving her for that.
I don't think it has anything to do with that. She's willing to cheat on her husband, then she's not a trustworthy politician. She's not a trustworthy person. Why would you want her in charge of anything?
Yeah, this is the kind of nonsense that these people get up to, man, when they're supposed to be like supporting us.
Yeah,
you know, but I'm pretty sure that this guy, like the Johnson, was swaying her votes.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you know, have you ever heard that rap song? It's all about the D. It's all about the D. Or there's another one that goes down in the DM. None of that ringing a bell with you?
It will. Yeah, it went down on the DM, all right.
Yeah. So tell me, what do you guys think about that? I'd like to hear from people out there. Tell me what you think. Kevin, what do you think about that?
I think that the biggest thing, I mean, she's a human being. I'm not gonna jump down and throw about. I'm pretty sure the family's going through enough with the whole affair thing, but whatever. But I will say this: her personal business aside, because I don't get into people's marriages. I think that when you start talking about Republicans and people believing that if they just put a Republican in power, then their gun rights will survive. We have to get past that myth. We have to. And there's nothing you can do about her, right? Because she ran on pro-gun. She was backed by the NRA. So she fooled it. I mean, you can't keep everybody out, but that shows.
No, but she got infiltrated. I know you don't want to like go on the personal stuff that went down
in multiple ways, Hank.
Yeah, but she got infiltrated here. She was taken over, hijacked.
Yeah. I mean, I guess he had some persuasion going on, you know.
Yeah. I don't care about the personal affairs either. I don't care about that. What bothers me is like it's obvious to me, you know, like if she was messing around, even if she was messing around with a Democrat, but she kept up doing what she was supposed to do in there. Yes, the people's private lives are not really our business.
I don't care.
But they serve the public. They're public servants.
Sure.
They serve the public, and there is an element of trust here. When you make commitments and you don't live up to it, you can always get divorced and do all those kinds of things. But regardless of that, I think it's pretty evident here that come on, man, that vitamin D was changing up things.
Can we all agree that she was a puppet with somebody else's hand up her butt? No.
More like a third leg.
If she was running for mayor of a Democratic city, then she was trying to do a flip where she can line herself up politically to, you know, inspire the people. And then, you know, think about how she could flip it. Oh, because I was pro-gun for so long, I know all their tricks. I know how to get around the law. You know, she could sell that, right? So yeah, we got to stop trusting people.
Yeah. And I think it's not just her in Miami. There's lots of politicians in Miami, national and state politics that have sold.
Man, didn't we just go through this with y'all? What is up?
I don't
Wait,
know.
who else?
Politicians down there, man.
Have you noticed, have you ever seen what the state of Florida looks like? Basically, it looks like a nutsack and then a dong.
Peeing on Cuba.
Yeah, there you go. You know, listen, I think I like Florida, but yeah, we are in the news for the wrong reasons, just too damn much. And particularly in places like Miami, you know, basically these, you know, obviously there's a high population of Latino people there, and that's what they vote for. You know, they vote for their own people.
Yeah.
And, you know, I think some people are happy with that. They don't really care, like, whether it says D or R behind their name, and they're not bothered by the stuff that they're doing in regards to guns. And then there are people who vote for them that are bothered by it, but, you know, they're still stuck in that. So I'm not, you know, what can we do about this? You know, this is why I always tell people you'll never get rid of racism. It's like, why, you know, ultimately it's always going to exist there inside of people. And this is one of the things that happen. People vote for people based on their ethnicity.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because you want to believe that people can, but now, and not to get too political, there is this other thing, right? So if you're going to tell people, yeah, pro-gun, that's great, always great with me, but then you can't rely on that solely either. Like if we're gonna start putting people that believe in Second Amendment rights in different places, they got to step their game up in other areas too. Because I've seen some guys run pro-gun, or even some women run pro-gun and have no other plans for nothing else. Like they're really just banking on that be the thing. You know, you can't do that. Like I want to be pro-gun, and I'm not saying we'll ever agree 1,000% on everything, but I don't want you to trash taxes. I don't want you to ignore everything else just because, oh, you like guns, I like guns too, so put me in power. No, you still got to be able to do a decent job.
Yeah, but I would think guns trump a lot of things, right? No pun intended. The gun issue does trump a lot of things. I think I agree with you that there's obviously other things that we care about. You know, I think our whole political system is just bullshit, man. The way that the whole thing runs, it's what's creating all these kinds of problems. And it's a system and it's a game, and people know they can play the game and keep winning. We can whine and complain about it. These guys in South Florida and Miami, they're doing it, but they're doing it in other places. Yeah, that's why New York City messes up the rest of New York State. Happens in other places too.
If we provide, that's why I said, if we provide the cloak, it's easy for them to hide. If we provide this two-way cloak, it is very easy for people to hide up under that, use the voting power of the Second Amendment community, and get into these places, and then all of a sudden they start flipping. I don't like politics. I'm like, are you going to do a good job? That's really, you need to believe in my rights to keep and bear arms. You need to be a good steward of society, and I need to hear you say you want to do a good job and convince me that that's what you're going to do. Forget, I don't need a party. I need to know that you are going to do the best you can. Yeah, so I agree. The whole thing's a joke.
Yeah. Chris B says, I don't care. I won't vote for an anti-gun person, no matter what else they have to offer.
I think I agree there too. I won't vote for an anti-gunner.
I'm kind of like a one-thing voter. I'm not saying these other things don't matter, but I do agree with you in that, Kevin. I think we need to vet people a little bit more, because even we're going, oh, this person's pro-gun. Okay, let's throw them up there, and everything will go great. And that doesn't exactly happen. And we really need to make sure, you know, I think that there's different organizations like the NRA that gives these people AAA awesome rating, and then how many times do we have this conversation about people that the NRA, for example, I'm not saying other places don't do it, say that these are pro-gun people. We look at that and we're like, oh, cool, we'll vote for them. And then it's bullshit. It's part of the game. They know, hey, go get that AAA rating from the NRA. Most of the time, they're probably just making a donation or something to the NRA, and then they're AAA rated.
That's exactly it.
So, you know, Big Daddy Hoffman says enjoyed the chat. He has to run. See us at SHOT Show. Okay, look forward to it, sir. We'll see you at SHOT Show.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah. I don't want to be the dead horse. We've said it, but yeah, I don't. You're not getting my vote. You're not getting my vote based off the fact you like guns. That is a good start, because if you don't like guns, I'm not going to vote for you.
Exactly.
You can't even have a conversation. But if you like guns, okay, cool. You like guns, so now we can talk. We can engage. But I still want to know you have a plan, because I still want to be able to afford to buy my guns too. So I'm going to challenge you on certain things, like, hey, what are your ideas on taxes? Because we don't want We don't want people thinking that they can just have our voting power too because they threw up a gun. Like, no, dude, I still want you. It's cool. If you didn't like guns, I wouldn't be talking to you. Now that we know that, what are your plans? Because I still want to live a good life. I still want my kids to have health care. Like, what are your plans?
Well, I look at politics the same way I look at education. I think we need to burn these systems down. We need to burn them down and start new to move forward. So,
they would just become corrupt all over again.
Yeah, if it's not in the Constitution or the amendments, let's burn it down and start all over, because it's just gaming the system, I think.
Oh, we lost him.
Lost your audio, Hank.
No, I muted myself accidentally. Yeah, I think it's the same thing with teachers in the education system, right? They're just gaming the whole system.
No, I don't. Now that I don't agree with. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that at all, because I watch my wife bust her butt trying to do the best thing she can for these families. I go in the classroom and adopt them. I've supported teachers. There are some people out here in education that are literally head to the wall. I watched that girl to 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, calling parents, trying to get money out of our household.
Oh yeah, obviously, yeah, there are some good people. We can't deny that. But for the most part, it's a system that people just game.
Now,
even your wife tells you stories about that.
Oh well, certain things I hear I won't repeat, but it's still one of the systems I think from a big level we might be getting played. Yes, I agree with that. But that it kind of saddens me too that I watch some of these people that really want to help these families, that really want to do them, and they can't even get a budget for a book. Like, you won't even give them the money for the classroom. They're telling you what they need, and then when you get past like your superintendents and all the people that are making, your mayors that are making decisions about where the money comes from, then they want to start cutting stuff, but then still trying to hold the teachers accountable for doing a good job and keeping the schools accredited. So yes, that is a bunch of BS.
Yeah, that's why we have to change the system and reward the good teachers out there. Royal V gave us $5. He says, the NRA sent me a letter today to join. I smeared a little dog poop inside the envelope and sent it back.
No, that wasn't.
Okay, well,
he didn't do that.
I hope he's just joking, but because some person over there has to, who's not responsible for the policy.
Poor person has to open that letter.
So
that's like yelling at the tech support online or yelling at a customer service rep. Like, they can't do shit about you not liking their company or whatever. Not their fault. Your stuff's broken.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So here's a question for you. Or how I am curious, and this is kind of on the same lines. How divided, and I know we talked about this a few times, but I'm curious. Like, do you guys, and I want to know from people in the chat too, if you are talking to someone who is, both of you guys are pro-gun, right? But they like the NRA, you don't. You like Springfield, they don't. Are you still friends?
Yeah.
I've noticed a whole lot of people, like, literally, I'm not saying their friendship's over, but they're like not as cordial anymore over these things.
Oh, I believe in freedom. So ultimately, people are free to be who they want to be. My brother in New York, my older brother, is 100% dyed in the wool gun guy. He's like, not 1 inch, not giving up 1 inch and all that on the Second Amendment. My younger brother is also a gun guy, and he's in New York City, but he votes for Hillary. He's a complete Democrat, and he works for the Board of Education. He's a teacher. So I mean, it is what it is. It's still my brother. I love my family, right. Even though they make some, they're not quite logical in the way that they see things, but what can you do? You can't save other people. I said that earlier. You have to save your own.
Would you vote for Hillary if let's obviously we got the whole Benghazi thing in the military. If that didn't happen and Hillary was pro-gun, so she never betrayed the military, which we know she did, but she never did that, and she was pro-gun, would you vote for her?
I have a visceral reaction to Hillary Clinton.
I'm just saying, what if Hillary was still Hillary, but she never betrayed the military, and she was like, all the energy she puts into hating guns, what if she put all that energy into loving guns?
That's very difficult. My brain cannot compute that.
I don't think I can imagine a person that would be like that.
Yeah, you're not going to get me to say that I like Hillary Clinton.
I'm not trying to say you like her.
No, I understand. No, I get it. I don't know. There's something visceral with Hillary Clinton for me.
Yeah, no, I feel the same way.
Yeah. So Royal V gave us $2. He says, I love them, but steal their NRA stickers. So, Miguel Hernandez says, I don't like the NRA, don't like fake companies. I live in New Jersey, and the NRA hasn't done shit in New Jersey for decades. And Rising Tides Outdoors says, of course, because it's a friend, you have to respect your friend's opinion. Friendship doesn't end where opinions start. Yeah, I like friends I can argue and fight with, obviously.
Oh, we
I fight
know
with you guys all the time.
You know that one.
To be my friend, the prerequisite is that you have to be able to fight.
The best part is when you're arguing for the same point and Hank just keeps on going and you're like, we're agreeing right now. Why are you yelling?
You're not saying it the way I want you to say it.
Exactly.
Because I'm like a switch. You flip that switch on. I'm just going to keep.
It just goes.
Yeah.
I get it. I've really gotten better with the stuff that I let light me on fire. I really calmed down with that. But
yeah,
I'm just like, whatever.
Yeah.
I'll just walk
I don't
away.
know. I don't know. I think there's some. I don't think Hillary had a chance. I'm just telling you.
Oh no, I was, and I asked somebody else that the other day. I was like, what if they were the same people? And I was just curious. Like, what if Trump was the same guy, Hillary was the same woman, but reversed their stance on guns? Like,
but look, I think I think we could say Trump is a rhino. He's a New York Republican. He wasn't always a Republican. In the time that I grew up in New York in the 80s and 90s, Trump was a Democrat. And like I said, if there's video out there of Trump on the Oprah show back in 1988 with Oprah encouraging him to run.
Yeah.
So do you think he was a Republican when she was encouraging him to run?
No, because he said didn't he say if I wanted to win, I would just run as Republican? Didn't he say something like that?
That maybe. So these are the things, we know it. We can't say that it applies. Obviously, Walter isn't here because then he'll be mad at us for saying stuff about Trump and all that kind of stuff.
He wasn't chat for a while. I don't know.
Ultimately, look, I voted for Trump, right? I mean, I made a choice between those two people. I couldn't vote for Gary Johnson because I could see that those guys, even though I think weed should be legal, I could see that those guys didn't give a crap about guns. And that's the thing I come down to. It's not just that I didn't like that the NRA just picked Trump as their guy or whatever. I believe that Trump Jr. is incredibly pro-gun.
Yes.
And I think that Trump is slightly pro-gun, right? And slightly to me was better than hell no, I'm taking guns away from people.
Yep.
With Hillary Clinton. And so I support that whole thing, but I haven't seen these guys do anything, and I'm mad about it. I know some people like, oh, give him time. That we had this conversation with Walter, and he's like, wait till the what is it? The midterm elections and all that kind of crap.
I hate that whole concept of, oh, we need to fight to keep our seats during the midterm elections, and then we're going to make progress. It's like, no,
it's pimping.
Not.
It's pimping.
Yeah, it's all it is. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah, I try not to steer my head around it. That's why I just tell people, look, are you or are you not trying to do good by humanity, and you want people to be able to defend?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I hate to bring this back, but it's everyone wants to go to heaven. Nobody wants to die.
No, you got to say it right, Hank. You got to say it right.
Everybody want to go heaven. Nobody want dead. That's what it is. It really is that, It means like everyone wants to enjoy the benefits that comes from being pro-gun, but no one actually wants to take the chances on the pro-gun side. And I'd like to see that, midterm elections or not, man. It's going to be, I think lots of people are already at the point where they don't believe it. And then there's those of us who are like, okay, let's, try to go for this. And I think there is something to the strategy of, at least with Trump, we're slowing down things, at least he's getting rid of some of the executive orders and, and hopefully he put in some conservative judges that believe in the Second Amendment, etc. So if that's what we get out of it, if what we've gotten so far is what we get out of it, I still won't regret it.
I think Neil Gorsuch was a win just in general. Getting Trump in office and then getting Neil Gorsuch, and not having another extremely liberal person on the Supreme Court was a win in my book.
Yeah, but I think at some point here we have to kick this up another level, like Kevin is saying, and we need to start putting our
I'm tired of
we need to start being willing to die to get into heaven. And like when it comes to gun guys, man, gun guys have to get out there and start running for office and stuff like that.
I'm tired of Republicans constantly being on the defensive. They're so used to being on the defensive that now they don't know how to be on the offense.
Yeah.
Now you can say hi.
Hi.
Hey,
and she's back.
What's up, cuteness? How's it going?
It is now her podcast.
No.
Yeah.
You gonna say hi?
Nah, she's hiding. She can't even see you. There
Oh.
you go.
Hi.
Okay, say something else. You said that.
Mm,
How was your day at school?
Good.
Good.
Okay.
That's it? That's all you got?
That's me.
Okay. Your mom wants you.
Yeah.
Go to the mama. And don't get, look, lady, woman, look. There. Come on, go to your
You're in big trouble.
right behind you. She getting mad at you.
Come on, Sadie.
Jesus.
I put it in the refrigerator. Take it
Yeah, that's how I feel the same way. Mike Lugowski.
What did he say?
Smart people and good people know they don't want to be politicians. Like, I couldn't imagine. I don't know. I don't know that I would want to run for office.
We can't keep saying that, man. We're gonna have to get off that at some point.
But here's my thing.
We can't leave it up to someone else and then be mad when these things are happening, man. We need like true loyal people in there. Someone's got to do it, man. Someone has to do it.
Most gun guys.
All of us have to do it. It's not just one. It's not just running for president either, right?
Right.
No, we on all levels of the political spectrum.
Did we survive the? I think most gun guys would probably be worried if they could survive the vetting process. You know?
God, I don't know.
I don't care, man. I've been doing this thing with you guys. You guys pretty much know most of I don't think there's anything. I'm not saying you know everything about me, but there's not that much that's gonna surprise you. Yeah. So
I don't know. That would be the interesting.
but I can't be president anyway. But I think I can run for some. I think I can go all the way up to senator, right?
Outside of political, which I agree with you, we actually have to put pure rooted gun guys and gun girls in power. But you know what else? Overall, gun people, I use that term loosely, need to continue to do all the things you're doing, but you just got to do more. Like shooting a gun is cool, but be a true ambassador.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like get out there, whatever. It's something you're good at. You could be good at talking. You could be good at artwork. You could be good at like preaching or whatever. But whatever you do, you ought to use that platform to get out and spread the gospel. You ought to be talking, like doing stuff, running organizations and just doing stuff. It's too much. We just sit around and, you know, when I went on a rant, we just sit around, play with guns and blah, blah, blah. Enough of that, man. Get out.
So
and
this is, Kevin, I think this is a good segue to say that I'm going to be encroaching on your territory here in Florida. 2 weeks from now, I'm taking my NRA pistol instructor's course.
Oh, you ain't approaching on me, son. That's what you do. You got a little way to come up, son.
Oh, I got lots to come up. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to be doing
I think he just sunned you. I think he just officially sunned you.
I'm going to be doing concealed carry classes here. So.
But no, that's good. No, that's good, dude. No, congratulations. Seriously. No, that's good.
Yeah,
that is good news.
That's good, man. So you're going to be you're going to be doing them on like just kind of here and there. You're going to actually have
I want to do a schedule once a week, a couple times a month. I don't know what
maybe we'll get Babyface working for Big Daddy Guns here.
That's the hope.
If he's able to give the classes. Yeah, we'll get him.
So yeah, hopefully soon. I do have some guinea pigs that family and friends that want to get their concealed carry class, so they're going to be my guinea pigs for my first. Take them out, teach them.
Well, if you need some, if you ever need some curriculum advice, dude, just shoot me.
For sure.
Absolutely, and Babyface should come up and sit in on some of your classes and stuff like that.
So Kevin, I was going to ask, when are you coming to Florida? I thought you said at some point you were.
I was going to sit down and chop it up with Hank. So if we have to talk to Tony and talk to Hank, and we're saying about getting the Aiming for the Truth event down there. So see how that works out.
Absolutely.
Yes,
we're gonna talk about that at SHOT Show.
I want to do that, and if you come down here and do any sort of training for the weekend, you let me know because I would love to take a class.
Oh yeah, we got a free range. It's called the Hacienda. Right. Damn right.
Oh no, we don't. We don't. It's not available.
Free range, baby. When you go to sleep,
it's not available for classes. I can tell you that right now. We don't have the insurance for that.
You don't call it if it's friends. It's just friends.
Oh yeah, you can come shoot on the Hacienda anytime, man. You know, Babyface already has.
If he runs me through some drills, you know, it's not teaching. It's just friends.
Yeah. Oh, okay, absolutely. So what kind of listen, what else do you guys have to talk about here? What
I brought gear tonight. I wanted to talk to people about.
Ooh, let's do it.
Okay, go ahead.
Small gear. You know, we got guns, and
you talk about your small gear. Okay, that's a little weird, but
we knew your gear. Your gear was small. We knew your gear was small, so you don't have to. It's nothing new.
I don't. Your boy. Ooh, okay. So it's something
You
that
walked into that one, so
I'm gonna let that ride. So it's something that I see a lot. Now I'll be curious to see how much you guys are saying, especially you, Hank, since you're in FFL all the time now. But all too often, really gun supportive people, I see them carrying their guns in all kind of bad ways. And as far as transporting them, like you bought the gun 7 years ago and you still transport it in the original cardboard box it came in. I've seen grocery bags, like the plastic bags that rip, like people like double them up so they don't rip. Like you bought a gallon of milk and then you took the milk home and used the bag to go to the range.
I can't even imagine.
Yeah,
no,
that's a lot.
You got to start posting that on the internet.
Yeah, that should be a
carpets. A lot of old
carpets. What do you mean by carpets?
Like literally, I've seen rifles rolled up in carpets.
Is this a bazaar or something?
That is crazy.
It's really strange, man, because people don't. They're like, well, how else am I going to move it around? I've seen handguns literally wrapped up in towels, like folded in towels and brought in. I'm like, this is laundry day. And I'm like, I came to shoot. And the gun's like clear, size lock back and everything, but it's like in a towel. I'm like, all right, people.
It's funny.
No.
It's funny. My grandfather, when he takes his, I bought him a Mosin Nagant years ago for Christmas. It's this same serial number or same date as his birthday. It's 1937. Bought him one. When he takes it to North Carolina, he wraps it in a towel and puts rubber bands around it.
That's good.
Now, for you guys, look. So, like Kevin,
that is a dope range bag.
Earlier, he was like, "What's up with the background?" So, I work closely with Proper, and guess what they make? They make gear. So, like, here's a Proper bag. This is a range bag, okay? Now you haven't seen. Now, what I like about this bag is it's cost effective, it's durable, it has Molly like all over it. All right, and you can get a ton of crap in here. You can get 4 or 5 handguns in here. You got Molly straps, and for guys that like live in apartments or don't, everybody doesn't have like a big gun safe or a big gun closet or anything like that. What I like about this one is, which is in the top 2, you actually have. Sorry, I just went through a class and I haven't straightened my bag back out. So you actually have a compartment here that stores all your cleaning supplies, and it actually has a mat that if I have mine Velcroed in here, your cleaning mat actually rolls out the side of your bag.
Okay.
That's pretty dope.
Right, so if you don't have a lot of space at home, that's fine. You actually have an all-in-one here. If you only got 1 or 2 or 3 guns, you can keep them all in this bag after they're not locked up.
Or if you clean, like, even though I have places to do this, you can ask Lola. I do that stuff on the living room floor.
That thing right in front of the TV.
Yeah.
So yeah, get you a right bag. A good bag, good durable bag. Now for the bags themselves, if you guys were on my Patreon, what I will be sharing in a couple of days is how to get 25% off of this. All right, but you have to be on Patreon.
You want me? Hold on, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get my best bag and my worst bag. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay.
And then after that, footwear. So footwear is often overlooked too. And I don't care what kind of, if you got a comfortable pair of tennis shoes or something, try not to wear, especially if you're working on like gravel or rough dirt or rough surfaces. A lot of times people come to training and they don't dress well. And we send out emails, you kind of give an outline of what to wear. Some stuff you have, some stuff you don't. Totally get it. Like, you don't have everything all the time. But when you wear tennis shoes or basketball shoes to a surface that is really, really natural, not like a brush floor or anything like that grips your shoes for you, you will hurt yourself. So you start doing any kind of like, I use the term loosely, advanced training. You start moving around, you will slide on rocks, you will slide on dirt, you will bust your head open. Plus your feet are going to hurt. And if your focus is on your pain, you're not focused on retaining the information that's been given to you in class, right? So get shoes, get things, preferably. So here's an example. There's a boot, all right? These are what they call, these are the proper 300 series boots. But what's important about it is slip resistant. So when you're buying stuff, pay attention to what you're going to be doing, and don't buy something for what you might do tomorrow. Buy your guns and your gear for what you might want them to do 10, 15 years in the future. That way you're making an investment into your future. All right. So now you got something that's slip resistant. You don't have to worry about slipping around. You have serrations. They're more than just your pistol slides. You have serrations in the front and in the rear for gripping surfaces. So if you have to go up or down, you can grip the surface. They're water resistant. These things even have a vent on them, a water drain vent. You know, so if water gets inside your shoe for whatever reason, it drains back out.
That's cool.
Right?
Yeah, those are cool. How much are those?
These boots right now, I believe, are on MSRP for $179 for these boots. But
It's a good investment.
Yeah.
Yeah, but and you're talking about something that's going to last forever. These have speed lacing, so these are mil spec boots. That is a real thing. They have speed lacing, and if you're one of those advanced guys, remember the boot that can grow with you. If you really want to get fancy, it's already built for fast roping.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know,
Yeah, once you get to a certain age, the way you look at shoes is, you know, you want to get the right shoes. I mean, it's the foundation of everything in your life because you got to get up on your feet and get moving.
Yep.
So
I got 2 bags to show off.
go. Hold on. Are you done, Kevin?
Yeah. Whenever Kevin's
yeah,
ready.
I would just say, look, guys, invest in your gear. Okay, you are going to save yourself a lot, and then you know what? Once you make a good, solid investment, you will be able to take these boots, the bags. I'm pretty sure Babyface is going to show off a good one. You'll be able to take this stuff with you for years and years and years instead of making yourself uncomfortable and being miserable.
Absolutely.
It really is to me, it's really the buy once, cry once mentality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So first off, my good bag. I'll show you guys my good bag. This is a Maxpedition bag that I carry. Hank knows I carry this everywhere.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is my range bag that has all my suppressor cases and my suppressors. It keeps my gloves. And anybody that naysays gloves, you've never touched a hot suppressor before, so yeah, it keeps all of my equipment. So this is my like hella good bag. And I actually didn't pay too much for this one. This one I bought used off of AR15.com for like $50. Totally reasonable.
What's up, Fobs?
Not much. How are you doing?
And my super fancy bag that my dad gave me years ago. You ready for this one? This is my fancy rifle bag. That's
Black and Decker.
Black and Decker.
Hey, it's still good, right? It's a canvas bag.
Yeah, canvas bag. It's got a zipper, and I can't tell you how many range trips this has been.
What
to.
the hell was that Black and Decker bag for?
Hedge clippers.
Oh, hedge clippers. There you go. Okay, cool.
But yeah, that thing has been great to me.
Yeah, but I think there's lots of different companies. There are some companies I think that are better than others. That we've looked at. I like Maxpedition. I like Hazard 4.
I have 3.
Proper, as Kevin is saying, good company that's out there. There's lots of good prices and good quality bags out there.
Hank knows that I'm the type of guy that once I find something that works for me, I buy like a lot of it. I actually have 3 of those Maxpedition bags. I have one for a range bag, one for my daily carry with like my laptop and my stuff in it to go to work, and then I have one in my trunk that has like some survival gear in it. But yeah, I have 3 of those bags because for me, once I find something that fits me perfectly and I love it, I like buy a bunch of them.
Yeah. Now, what you don't do that Kevin was talking about is you do, well, actually, what you do wear sneakers.
I do. I don't wear big boots.
Yeah.
Never have.
Yeah, you can get, you know, and it depends on the level of training you're doing. If you're standing just shooting, I mean, that's one thing. And sometimes if I know I'm not going to really be active with the students, I might, you know, slide some tennis shoes on because I know I'm just
don't wear flip flops though.
No, and people have people do that all the time. Open toe shoes, jeez,
burn your toes off with brass.
And I tell ladies all the time, cover that up.
No low cut shirts, no open toed shoes.
You know, and guys, you stop being impressed with the fact that she showed up with her business out, because if she gets hot brass, she loses muzzle control.
Oh yeah,
yeah, you might get flashed. All right, so you know, just you know, let's be safe.
Do try. It happens. I mean, even if you think you're wearing something all the way up to the neck, it can happen. I mean, you know.
Now I will.
You want to. Those things bounce around. I think a hat, like a baseball cap, is really good when you're training, shooting, and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, you gotta have
a lot too.
Yeah, you gotta have a cap on. Another thing I will say too is in full disclosure, for people don't think, oh, and I know what the guys like joking in the chat. Katie's plugging. Yes, I work with Proper. They are local to me. They're only a few minutes from me, and I've been wearing it.
Local, that's cool.
Yeah, they're like 15, 20 minutes.
Are they going to be at SHOT Show?
Yes, they will be at SHOT Show. Yeah, you have to come by the booth. We're going to be over there doing some stuff. I'll be doing 3 appearances at the booth. It'll be Wes Doss, the big law enforcement trainer, will be there. We'll have a Wilson combat shooters over there. So, but they make really, really, really good solid gear. But buy good gear. And yes, and I'll tell you another thing too. Moving forward, you guys will see me, and I'm more so talking to the people in the chat. I know you guys know how this works. You will see me supporting certain companies and saying certain things about them, but best believe if I'm talking about them, their stuff is good, flat out. Like their stuff is good. There's going to be good people behind it, and I'm always going to help the people that help me. These guys don't just supply gear. I don't just like their gear. These guys back Amy for the truth. They donate a lot of good stuff. They helped out with cancer, ALS, all that good stuff. So, and then when I was having problems, like, man, I need like 4 shirts because like I was losing weight or I was tearing stuff up. These guys are like, here, man, here.
Yeah, that's good.
So, yeah, you always help the people that help you. But the moral of the story is you need good gear.
Absolutely. I totally agree with that. Let me get a quick question. Behind Enemy Lines asked this a while ago. He wants to know, can we talk about Hank's Easter egg collection on the top shelf?
We've never actually used those. We need to at some point.
Well, we have used them. These aren't Easter eggs. These are balls. These are like play balls, if you really want to see, like the balls your kids get in the in those little play things or whatever. So these are my balls. And I got, 2 bags of balls up here because I got lots of balls. And if you've seen the shows in the past, we have used these. Basically, why these are here. So like we're talking about bags and stuff like that right now. And I figured I would have something like this so that if we had a bag on here that we were going through, we could see how many balls we can get in the bag. Plus, we can all have a good laugh and joke about something.
Okay.
Yeah, double entendre.
I'm laughing about them saying that I'm going to be getting some double D brass catchers.
Yeah. Yes, he is. I'm going to put out a video sometime soon. You guys are going to see that.
Oh, God.
Recall Junkie 1981 says, such shiny balls.
Tactiballs.
Yeah, that's some classified information. Gorillas and Guns says ball pit balls. There you go.
The truth is, Hank hunts the most dangerous game, is young children. He goes and steals them with balls and then makes them run in the forest with his bow as he hunts them.
No.
Okay.
No. You just went on another totally different crazy. Warsaw Patriot says, ever shoot an AK with a Venom tactical antidote break? I got one this year. It was one of my Christmas presents. No.
Who? What company? Venom tactical.
Yeah, we have to look that up. Hamburger Helper says, I only have 1 sack of balls. I got 2 sacks. You always got to have an emergency sack of balls. Just in case something happens to your original balls. You got like backup balls. See, this is the reason why the balls are up there. It's a conversation starter. So there you go. Chris B says that he and Tyven Show filled balls like that with binary X and shot them from about 106 yards. They went boom. Good. And Vanessa Keaty says, speaking of balls, a mathematician and a couple of others have proved sphere packing for dimensions 8 and 24. And then, okay, you're gonna have to explain that to me. Warsaw Patriot says it's sold by Rifle Dynamics. Okay.
Your balls are sold by Rifle Dynamics?
No, the AK muzzle device that he was talking about.
They're all labeled Rifle Dynamics in that bag.
Yeah, Gorillas and Guns says I got 2 balls in 1 sack. Florida Gun says, Hank, you have 2 ball sacks behind you.
If I can get my hands on one, I would love to try it and tell you what you guys think. Not my balls. The P365.
Okay, and yeah, I think some people want to see the B&T gun, so I can give you guys, if you really want to see it again, there it goes. It's Swiss. It's expensive.
Kal-El, thank you for the reminder. Thank you.
PSA MP5. Okay.
PSA Palmetto State Armory coming out with an MP5.
Really?
Coming out with an MP5.
What is that going to cost?
I have no idea.
They're doing what?
Coming out with an MP5.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that got me really excited. A friend of mine messaged me today about it.
Okay.
Super excited.
Oh, Vanessa Kitty said that is what is best stacking to minimize wasted space when packing equal size spheres. Okay, I got it. There you go. Okay. That's cool. I'd like to see what that is and how much it costs. So anyway, this is the B&T. This is the TP9. And it has this suppressor that's for the TP9 and the MP9 on it. I can show you guys this. There you go.
Okay.
You know, yeah. You know, I haven't shot it yet, but it belongs to the store, as you heard the boss man, Big Daddy, said. So we can shoot the living bejeebus out of this. So this is going to be on the channel sometime soon. And the reason why I have it here is because today, guys, you know, oh, he left this here.
I left the python.
Yeah, he left the python. I didn't even see that lurking in the background. But yeah, the reason why I have the B&T is because today I got to drive a Rolls-Royce Wraith.
Wait, what? How do those two go together?
Yeah, how did that happen?
Well, I
does
wasn't going to
B&T
drive the Rolls-Royce Wraith and not have a gun, not take some pictures with a gun and stuff like that in the Wraith. So that was my Wraith gun, basically.
Yeah. We know how you get guns. How did you get your hands on a Wraith?
On a Wraith?
Yeah.
There's a dude here that's one of my friends, and he owns a Wraith, and he let me drive it.
What's the price tag on that thing?
I think a Wraith is about 300.
Crazy
300,000. It's really nice, very nice. And so this is what I did. So, you know, if you get a Wraith, it was around noon, it was around lunchtime. I was like, you know what? I should go get lunch. So we're in a Rolls-Royce Wraith. Where do you think would be an appropriate place to go with a $300,000 car to get lunch?
McDonald's.
Steak and Shake.
Nope, McDonald's. Exactly.
You guys did McDonald's.
Kevin got at McDonald's. I was saying to myself, I wonder if you guys remember going back to a couple of months ago, sometime last year. You know, we were talking about the McGangbang from McDonald's.
Oh, you told me about this. Yeah.
Yeah. So I said, you know what? I think I'm going to drive this Wraith over to McDonald's and see if I can get a McGangbang. I mean, would McDonald's say no? Would McDonald's say no to a man that pulls up in McDonald's in through the drive-through with a Rolls-Royce Wraith? Would they say no to the McGangbang? I did do video. I'll put the video out. It was it's really funny. You guys.
So here's a serious question about a Wraith. $300,000. Do you, when you sit down in that car, are you like, yeah, this is worth $300,000?
Oh hell yeah! Before
Completely?
you even sit in that car, it's worth.
You're like, this is worth $300K.
Absolutely. Before you even sit in the car,
That's
it's
a lot
worth
of money.
$300,000. First of all, it has suicide doors, son. It's got suicide doors in it. It's a coupe. It's beautiful. It's a Rolls Royce, you know. But yeah, man, it's you can tell, you know, all the quality and all that in there. It's a V12 with a twin turbo, but when it starts up, you can't hear. It's really quiet.
Wait, V12 twin turbo?
Yeah.
Jesus, what kind of horsepower does that thing have?
I think where is it? Somewhere like it's somewhere between 650, 7 something.
24 horsepower.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the stats. Top speed 155. Ooh, it's a heavy car, 5,500 pounds.
Yeah, it's a heavy car, but it drives like any other coupe out there. You know, I'm a fan of the coupe. I like a coupe. You know, I had a Challenger. So I don't know, man. I always thought that I would be like a Bentley kind of guy, like the Bentley coupe. I was going to, if I ever actually make some money doing this, I'm going to go into, well, this was always my thing. I don't know if I'm going to change it now, but I was going to go into a Bentley dealership and buy Lola a Bentley for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because that's how I roll.
So you're a coupe guy. You're a coupe driver.
Oh, I like a coupe. Like. Yeah, if you know, I'm not like a big sedan kind of person when it comes to cars. I like a coupe.
You give me a nice sports car. That's what I'm happy with.
Yeah, you know, I like all cars. I like all cars. I like all positions. You know, I've got a little sporty sports car right now, which is awesome. And it's a lot lighter. It's not 620 horsepower. It's about like 420. But you know, it's really nice driving it, man. And you can, you know, people were like freaking out in the McDonald's.
Were they really?
Oh yeah. I don't know that I
would recognize something like that.
Even when I pulled up back here, because we pulled up and I came around the back so I can we can do those photos, because I didn't take the B&T with me because I was like, there's a high probability here that I can get pulled over, and I don't want to explain this B&T with a suppressor on it.
Yeah. Yeah.
In this moment, I mean, I was armed. I'm always armed, but you know. And then Fobs, I don't know if you guys have met Fobs, but he's working with us here at Big Daddy.
Oh, what was that?
We're hearing the echo. Walter. Walter's coming in.
It's really nice.
You got to put your headsets. Put your headsets on.
Out in the McDonald's.
Were they really?
Oh yeah.
I can hear myself.
Someone mute him. Hold on a second. Oh.
That's you. You have to.
Yeah. So we're gonna mute you till you get hooked up, Walter. Oh, there he goes. He's hooked up. He's hooked up.
Gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know that I would recognize a car like that. Like I've never actually seen one.
Yeah. So what happened?
I would look and I would go, that's in a really expensive car, but I don't think I'd know what it is.
Yeah, there were some young ladies out there when I pulled up around the back, and there's a school like a I guess it's a hair salon school or something back there.
Oh,
so when I pulled up in the Wraith
yeah.
and we opened the suicide doors, they were like,
My battery's dying.
yeah. So okay, Walter, get your act together.
So people were like, ooh.
Yeah, they were freaking out. They had to take pictures. That was funny. Can you hear me? Can these guys?
I can hear you. I can hear you just fine. Walter, Kevin's on mute.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah. So anyway, they had to take pictures. So they were like, "Oh, can we take pictures? Is this like what is this? Is it I said it's a Rolls Royce. They're like, "Oh, can we take pictures?" Then they were doing like booty shots and stuff like that. They put their hands on the Wraith. I was like, "Oh my god!"
Oh, don't do that.
Yeah, this dude's gonna hate me if something happens to the Wraith. Yeah.
Like your hands made out of carnauba wax. Get those off the car.
Yeah. But it was really nice. I enjoyed it, man. I really, really like cars, and it's cool. I didn't get pulled over.
Kevin's doing a football playbook right now.
Oh, I'm not sure.
He's got his hand covered in his mouth.
I don't know where Kevin and Walter. They're both up to stuff.
So we can't see what you're saying.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Walter's coming in and causing a disturbance. And Walter talks about Patrick R. He's just as bad. I don't know if he can even hear us. He's just over there doing whatever the hell he's doing.
I don't think he can. I don't think his headphones. Well, his headphones aren't.
We can hear him, but he can't hear us for some reason.
He's putting new batteries in his headphones, but all the batteries do are give him noise cancellation. He doesn't need it.
Yeah. So, some cool things about that. I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed the little spirit of ecstasy going up and down on there. I know that seems silly.
Did it have those
the umbrellas?
Umbrella in the door?
Yes.
Did you take it out?
And they're heated. That's the amazing thing. Like I took
their heated umbrellas?
Yes, I took the umbrella out of the door and it was nice and toasty warm. Yeah. I couldn't figure out how to open it though.
Walter, we can hear you.
The umbrella?
No, I couldn't figure out how to open up the umbrella.
Hey, look.
I'm hearing everything. What the fuck's going on?
We can hear you.
Hey, you watch your mouth. You gotta keep it. Oh, grumpy man.
So some cool things about that. I really enjoyed it. Okay, we're gonna have to mute Walter.
All right, yeah, move. All right, so I got a little something going on here. So I'm gonna move out the way for like a few seconds. Somebody else is gonna sit down because the girls took over the show the other day. So I'm gonna move for 1 second. Somebody's gonna come say hi.
Mute him.
I muted Walter. Hey, what's up?
Hey, just talk good.
What y'all doing?
Don't touch any of it.
Oh, we're just hanging out. We're talking about cars.
What kind of car you like?
I like Mustang.
You like a Mustang?
Oh, my man.
Oh, see?
That's what I got. I got a 2008 Mustang convertible.
Yeah, you know the words to Babyface's heart.
That's right.
Right there.
How much horsepower?
How much horsepower? How much horsepower?
Oh, it's a V6. It's got you like 200.
Oh, see? You lost him there. You lost him there.
I know.
Yes.
Yeah. See, I used to have a Challenger, which was like 485 horsepower.
That was fun.
And beats all Mustangs. Mopar is definitely better.
No.
Yeah.
Walter's saying unmute him, I think.
Oh, here we go. Okay, I'll unmute him. Okay, let's see. Okay, Walter.
Oh God, there he is.
No, I had it on another screen. I was hearing double.
And now your phone is going off.
Walter just comes in a bowl in a China shop.
So, huh?
What does he have in his hand?
Me? Oh, I have an arrow. I just got a bunch of arrows. Wait. You want to see a whole pile of arrows?
Yes.
Uh-oh.
There's a whole pile of arrows.
Don't lose them all before I get a chance to try it, okay?
They're going to be out in the woods somewhere eventually.
Don't do this like we did when we were kids. Shoot it straight up in the air.
Gone forever.
No.
It goes into outer space and never comes back.
It landed on top of a neighbor's house and stuck in his roof. He was not happy.
Oh, you guys were lucky. That was lucky because it could have been worse than that.
We grew up with lawn darts too. You know those lawn darts.
Oh, you stick them in your foot if you're not careful.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of that, I had a friend throw a dart and hit me in the butt one time. Stuck right in my butt. I had to pull it out. It's like, ow! That wasn't funny, you know. What's
Yeah.
that?
Young Mr. Dixie, what's your first name?
D-Love.
D-Lo?
D-Love.
Okay.
D-Love.
D-Love. Is that your actual name? Is that on your birth certificate?
But we have
No, that's cool.
So
you don't have no.
we
You don't
have we have the cuteness in
My
D-Love.
dad said I couldn't say my whole name.
No, I understand. Okay,
That's the handle. That's the handle.
Listen to your dad. So
Youngest Diximus.
yeah, youngest Diximus. I like that one.
Dixie.
Yeah, so young Mr. Dixie, D-Love, wants to know, Walter, did you go to the hospital?
Why? Why would you say that?
For the
Because I'm crazy? Oh
no, for the thing in your butt.
Oh no. No, we just pulled it out and that was it. You know, no big deal.
You got tetanus right after, but he's
Well,
fine now. That's right.
Warsaw, who is this? Vanessa Kitty said Kevin shrunk.
Hey, I don't know what you guys talked about earlier. Did you see where the computer electronic show lost power today?
CES lost power? No.
CES, yes, I heard about that for 2 hours.
That's got to be
2
funny.
hours?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my
It's not.
God.
It's funny, but it's not funny for those guys. So.
Oh, that's like a major tragedy in Vegas. And guess what? I bet you, see, at SHOT Show, if you lose power, there's dudes like me that we got
Flashlights?
We always walk around with
yeah.
these, boy.
That's right.
Well, everybody's got a flashlight now.
But at CES, those people would have to pull out their iPhones, and then their
Yes.
iPhones are going to die.
Hopefully, some
Guaranteed.
genset people there with their gensets running. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. I would assume that huh?
What's the firearm to your?
Oh, behind me, right here. This one.
It's an expensive one, is what it is.
That's
This
a
one?
really
It's a
expensive one.
B&T. It's a Swiss.
Ruger and Thermit 9mm. Well, it would have been a submachine.
It's a 9mm. Here's the magazine for it, by the way. Boom.
Ooh.
You know, the see-through magazine, and it has a suppressor on it.
Needs a brace or a stock.
Yeah, I think it does. It definitely needs a stock. So there you go. Very nice pistola here. And then this one here is a Python.
Oh,
Python.
Yeah, it's a
We got
Python.
two.
Right
That's
there.
shiny. That's a python. Those two python.
That's how we roll. That's how we roll over here, you know.
it's shinier than yours.
That's right. You tell him. He hears that all the time. He hears that all. You know, that's what she said. I don't know if you're old enough for those jokes yet. No, probably
Don't
not.
listen to him.
Yeah, I'm gonna take it you're not old enough for those yet.
Don't listen to him.
Okay, and then what's this? Do you recognize this gun that Walter's holding up?
Let's see it.
D-Love, look at this. Do you recognize this? What does it look like?
From Star Wars.
It looks like
That's a
it
good one.
totally looks like
They probably did have one of them, a Star Wars gun like this, but this is a 1918 Luger.
P08 Luger.
Yeah,
Luger,
this was very popular back in the World Wars.
Yeah, World War One, World War Two. Yes.
Yeah, I remember back in WW1.
You know what? There is nobody to say that no more because they're all dead.
I think
Yeah.
you're right.
Yeah.
There isn't anymore.
Little balls on the top of your shelf.
Oh, you want to hear about my balls?
Back to the balls.
You want to hear about the balls? See, these are why the balls are here. Do
He
do these balls look familiar to you?
He stole those out of some kid's jump house.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to McDonald's the other day and filled up the Rolls Royce with them.
Where did where do these come from, D-Love? Tell us.
Ball pits.
There
Right.
you go. Exactly. A ball
Totally
pit.
ball
Yeah.
pit balls.
But we have these here on the show because people like you will ask about it, and it's colorful and everything. But also when we're testing out bags and stuff like that, like how your dad is always testing out bags, you know, we can put these in the bags, and then we can have a standing count of how many balls can we get up in the bag.
It's a gauge of size. A gauge of size.
And then we can make jokes about balls and stuff like that. I don't know if we're authorized to have those discussions with you. No. Okay, I heard.
Just say no. Just say no.
Yeah, your dad said you're not authorized to have those discussions. So, how was school today?
It was okay.
How's the weather? Is it warmed up a little bit?
Nope, not close.
Oh, it was almost 80 here today.
Yeah, it was like 75 here.
Yeah.
Welcome to Florida.
Because we live in the most beautiful part of America. It's known as the Floridas.
Don't you have tornadoes and stuff?
No, we don't
Tornado?
have tornado. We got hurricanes.
Yeah, we do have tornadoes sometimes.
Oh,
Every
we-
once in a while, but
The
not,
hurricanes spawn tornadoes.
we don't have those tornadoes like you guys have up north, though.
And like like the
Those
corn
ginormous
corn
ones, those
states
big,
or whatever.
Yeah. But when we don't have tornadoes, we have people walking around in short shorts and
Hey,
very
that's what Hank walks
scantily
around
clad. Yeah, no, I don't even wear shorts.
Is
Too many people in America are wearing. Too many men in America are wearing short pants all the time.
What?
Oh,
No.
stop it! Stop
Like
it!
my
stop
shorts.
You
No.
like sushi?
Sushi?
It. No, I don't.
I-
Ugh.
Funny
Yeah.
enough, I had sushi for dinner tonight.
Yeah.
California rolls. I like California rolls.
Oh
That's
man, I
yucky.
had tuna.
Yeah, that's about the only thing I like. Well, there's a couple other things I like in California. I shouldn't.
David Walters says Florida will be bye-bye in 40 years.
Oh, that's bullshit.
Who's he
Sorry.
listening to? Al Gore?
Yeah.
Al Gore said that already
Walter,
20
Walter,
years
we
ago.
got-
Hey, David Walters. When I was a kid, we were supposed to be out of oil by now. So what happened?
My dad said, "Walter, watch your mouth."
Okay, what is that? Bull cocky or bull?
I call cow cocky on that.
How
one.
cocky on you?
When I'm about to tell you this, y'all gonna make fun of me.
All right, I'll be good. I'll be good. I promise. I promise.
I'm
hear it.
allergic to fish.
You're allergic to fish?
Allergic?
That's a wise choice. Eat a lot of beef.
I didn't know you could be allergic to fish. I know somebody's allergic to apples.
I think so. There's probably.
I know. She can't drink apple juice, which is the saddest thing on the planet. I love apple juice.
Only Snapple apple. That's the only
Oh.
apple juice. I like.
OJ.
Snapple apple. You can't even find Snapple apple anymore.
Snapple apple.
Yeah,
I don't-
Snapple apple is the best apple juice.
Willie Gunn says there's too many naked men eating other naked men in Florida. What's up with that?
That was like, Miami.
What
They
the hell
had
are
the
you
bath
talking
salt
about?
incident. Out of Miami, the bath salt incident where the guy like ate the other guy.
Oh, that was because he was like
He was on, he
Okay,
was on drugs.
guys,
cracked out.
I don't know if you guys know this, but we have a younger
Okay, I'm
person
sorry.
on the show. These
Eat
are all
beef.
unauthorized
He
subjects.
just waves at us in the background.
Yeah, there he goes. We got him on the show, and his mom is a principal.
Rising Tide Outdoors says Snapple apple isn't apple; it's actually pear juice.
Tell
I don't care. It's awesome. And how are you gonna go bust my bubble?
Hey, Rising Tides is the one doing it.
excuse me.
Why are we talking about both
Uh-oh,
apples?
what's up?
I made history. I'm the first kid on this show.
That's right.
Oh.
Okay, Kevin is trying to break all the records.
Breaking all the records.
Yeah. Kevin has. There's no.
All right, let me ask you: the
There's
first
no
kid on
shame
the
in Kevin's game. I'm telling you, man.
Do you have your own HK hat?
Oh,
Oh, that's a good
he's
question.
looking
Yeah.
at
Do
his
you have an
dad.
HK hat?
looking at his dad.
I don't think. No.
You gotta look up. It's like
Kevin, what are you doing? You got to get him an HK hat.
No, this young man is he loves his Remington. He's going through his
Remington.
Really?
Oh, please, no.
Yeah, I am working with him.
You have to save him. Save him.
But yeah,
That is literally child abuse.
he likes to shoot his, but he shoots his little 5.97. He has a MP 22, a 5.97, and an AR pistol. But
What you
He
need,
likes
is what you need is a good Beretta, a Benelli M4. Gets the job done
Yes.
right there. Tell your dad to
Yeah,
go
t-
get you one.
Yeah. Tell your dad if he loves you, he'll get you a Benelli.
That's right.
Once you shoot a 50 cal, you won't none of those pea shooters. You know what I'm saying?
hey, now look, say Walter, send the picture.
Oh boy.
Walter,
Here
you
goes.
call this one. You got this one.
I know. I started.
What is the name of that guy that used to manage Mike Tyson, Lola?
Oh,
Don King.
Don King.
Don King.
You are either Don King or what is Michael Jackson's daddy's name?
Oh, God.
Something Jackson.
yeah.
Jackson.
Jack.
Devil Jackson. Yeah.
Papa Jackson. I mean, seriously, you are totally you're out of control, Kevin. I could tell you. Let me tell you, D-Love. Let me tell you something, man. Fortunately for you, you look like your mom. So you're a very handsome guy. We congratulate you on looking like your mom. It's a good thing. He said thank you too.
Oh dear.
All right. See you later, guys.
Good night. Thanks for
All right,
coming.
take it easy.
See ya, buddy.
Mr. Someone put on there, Mr. Who is it? What is Michael Jackson's? Someone looked
Joe
at it.
Jackson.
Joe Jackson. Joe Jackson. There you go.
Love you, boy. Sleep well.
Kevin Dixie is the Joe Jackson of St. Louis.
It goes to
Yo,
Boss Hog. Train it first.
Yeah, Boss Hog said that. Thanks a lot. Damn, Kevin. Seriously.
Pimping for a.
Look, man, I already knew where he was going today because he was like, "Oh, when I ran in the house, he's like, hey, are you going on with the guys tonight?" It's like, yeah. He was like, yeah, because mom and sister went on, but I've never been invited on.
The guilt trip.
That's right. Guilt tripping you.
We've had him on. This is the first time he sat in the chair and everything. Yeah.
He's all nervous about doing this, having this little YouTube spot, And then look, I say I'm gonna have you on a couple of times a month, just talking to kids about guns and being responsible.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
No, he wants to use a card against me. He was like, "But you said you don't want me online." I said, "Yeah, I don't want you online where I can't control it." And so now he's trying to spin that into, let me have my own video game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So he's saying if he does good with the YouTube, I have to give him his own video game channel.
Oh, okay.
And I don't know about that. I'll have to ask Tyven about that.
Let me tell you something. He might make lots of money. You might be able to buy all the guns you want.
Right.
You can make money off of that?
Yeah. Pretty much. Those are the big YouTube channels are music and then video games.
People watching people play video games.
How much money?
Yeah.
Because he does that.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm guilty of it. To me, it's relaxing to just let somebody else play a video game. I can just.
I would watch Tyven do that stuff. I'm just watching and just laughing at what people are saying and what he's doing and all that.
Quick,
yeah, Tyven does pretty good doing it. You should talk to Tyven, actually.
Quick question for you guys: Have any of you? I'm looking at Walter mostly because I think he has. Have any of you guys shot any of this military shots?
Yes.
I have not.
Yes.
The green Winchester, I think.
Yes.
I'm guessing it's pretty good if the military uses it.
Yeah, it's buckshot. Yeah.
Yeah. Rebel Sapper says that's what I'm getting out of Tim's feed. He just came from Tim's feed, I guess.
From Tyven? Tim or
yeah.
Tim?
Yeah, Tyven. Yeah. No, Tyven, I think. Okay. Or maybe no, I don't know. Maybe I'm misconstruing that.
Yes, that's anyways.
Yeah.
I was going to comment, but I shouldn't.
They had I forgot where we were the other night. Some sporting goods store. They had a couple boxes of it. It was on sale for like $4.50 or $5. So I bought a couple boxes to try.
Yeah, it runs. It works.
You're gonna run it in your Benelli?
Oh, you know it.
Oh yeah.
One thing I can tell you right now: don't ever put dragon's breath in your Benelli. Don't be like Walter.
Wait, have you? Oh, you shot
what happened with that? What happened?
I've never shot around a dragon's breath yet.
Yeah, but Walter says he would put it through his shotguns.
It don't.
It just shoots fire at the end.
It don't hurt. What do you think happens when you pull your trigger inside that barrel? It does fire and heat and
Oh, another random question. Anybody?
Oh, he said he was on max feed. He was on.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
that's what I figured. Anybody on the panel interested in buying up a Saiga 12? Even though Hank is supposed to already be getting one.
Yeah.
I have a friend that's looking.
Oh yeah, I'll be getting that the day after Never.
You don't like those, Hank?
The day between Never and when Hell freezes over.
Oh, just freaking chill out. Your son's gone, right, Kevin?
Yeah, he's gone. Have it.
Go F yourself, all right?
Oh no, well, you could have gave him the.
There's some guns I've been waiting on Walter for like 2 years. At this point, so we'll see. Yeah.
You'll like pass out and die if you get two at one time, won't you?
I'm telling you, man. I don't know what to do. Kevin's over here talking about a 50. I don't have a 50.
Screaming Gun Salute.
And I help sell 50s. I have sold more 50s than anyone else out there.
No.
Yeah. At this point,
you just don't look as good as shooting it. That's
okay.
Kevin, did you see Screaming Skull Saloon's question for you?
No, what do you got?
He said, what is a barrel? I know what a burl is.
We forgot to ask your wife last night, Kevin.
What about barrels?
Barrels?
No, not about your barrel, but I mean, how did she say barrel?
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
we did. We forgot that. I was looking at that. I was like, this is so stupid. I can't believe we didn't.
After we got done, I was like, man, we didn't ask her how she says barrel.
She will say, because that whole teacher.
She's a teacher, yeah. She probably got no problem.
She didn't notice it though until you guys harassed me one night about it. She was like, "I do say that." So I don't know. She says it right and I say it wrong. Look, it is burrow though. That's what I can't.
Cracker barrel.
Like, sir, what length is that burrow over there? Like, no, man. Look,
Burrell?
Warsaw Patriot wants to know if you're Irish.
Me? I don't even know. I think so. I think a little bit.
I got some Irish blood.
I got a lot of English and Cuban.
I wear red all the time.
I don't know
That
what
counts.
I don't know. That has something to do. Some Irish people wear red.
They got red hair.
Red hair.
Kevin, I got you. I got it.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Why? I wonder why he thinks Patrick is Irish. He's just pale.
Pale
Just
white.
Pale as
white
hell.
man.
You need that reverse thing that those dudes are doing
God,
with
no.
Yeah, you need that and the boobies.
Go get mine tattooed. Dark.
Don't think I forgot about hashtag get babyface-p some new boobies.
No, what was it? It's hashtag double D brass catchers.
That video is coming out. Who wants to make the thumbnail for that video? I'm gonna Photoshop the living daylights out of the thumbnail for that video, man. That's gonna be on. It's gonna be fun. Okay, you know what? Let's wrap it up here. Lola, who do we have coming on? Well, okay, Lola's gonna tell me who's coming on, who's coming up.
Well, yeah, who's tomorrow?
Oh, hold on. What's this? Hold on a second. Kevin, put that back up there.
For Walter to reminisce in the good old days.
That's a, oh, you guys are bad.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so what is that, tomorrow? Okay, so tomorrow is going to be Chris B from Armament and Axis.
Nice.
And Walter. Walter will be on the show with Chris B. Walter's he's crashing the show tonight. I guess he's finished whatever he was up to, had dinner.
Had some Italian.
Had some,
went to Walmart, actually.
Made some whoopee with Mrs. Killer Keller.
Went to Walmart.
Oh, you did the Walmart thing?
The pregnant women in the wrong clothing.
Is your Walmart ghetto?
I hate Walmart.
I would say it's not ghetto, but it's we'll say
classic Walmart.
Low, yeah, right. It's yeah. And at night it gets worse. So yeah. It's Walmart. What are you gonna do?
All that silent pause.
Did you? Hey, look at what Chris Illog just said.
What?
Since you. Oh, it
did get 3 boobies out.
We lost Hank's audio, I think.
Puerto Rico.
Yeah, I think we lost Hank's audio.
Hank's strange.
He's talking, but nothing's happening. Oh, he's on mute. Now he's off mute. Now he's still not. Can't hear you, man.
So that means that the gun guys just want the guys to actually have some substance to talk.
That means it's our show now.
That's right. The class away.
Hank Strange.
So I know he was trying to wrap up. So Babyface, what you got going on?
Let's see. Got a video out recently. Everybody can go look at it. It's a joke video. Besides that, not a whole lot. I think Hank and I got some shooting to do.
Can you guys hear me now?
Oh, there he
is. Oh, he's back. Oh, damn it. The whole thing.
I have a Stetny over here with a binary HK trigger in it that is ready to go. We just got to get a magazine, some ammo, and tomorrow we're going to test it out, see if it runs.
Awesome caps.
All right.
That's about it. Yeah. How about you, Kevin?
Let's see. So I am not doing anything big for the next few weeks, except for the thing out in Vegas thing.
Shot.
Right now, I am just keep up, guys, with me. If you want discounts on things, once again, Patreon / NOC
Exchange. It's Patreon / Exchange. Don't lie to the people. No, I'm just kidding.
Just gotta stab it there. But yeah, subscribe to the Patreon. I'll be sharing discount codes and stuff in there like that, and trying to get you guys some special content. Remember, when you join the Patreon, you get to kind of dictate what you get to see at SHOT Show.
No, that's a big deal.
Yeah, I'm gonna let them kind of pick, a certain amount of boosts I'll go to. Be looking for a lot of live content. Like all the social medias, Twitter at No Other Choice, NOC Firearms, YouTube NOC Firearms Channel, Facebook NOC Firearms Training, and also my my new personal Facebook page, the KD of NOC, and Instagram at NOC Firearms Training. And you're looking out for more training videos coming up. I am going to start holding myself accountable for putting tidbits and training tips out there for people. You don't have to feel intimidated. You can sit at home and learn from a reasonable guy.
A reasonable guy.
Okay, Walter, what's going on with you?
Well, we got our containers all packed up for SHOT, and they're going to leave out tomorrow. And we leave for the SHOT Show on the 21st. So if you got anybody's out there at the SHOT Show, stop on by. Say hello, 20613. What else is going on here? I don't know. After the containers leave, a big sigh can be had.
Everybody gets a beer.
And then I got to go back to be doing the normal shit that I do. Sorry. But it's not shit. I complain about some of the stuff I have to do, but I'd rather do that than what I used to do, like work for the city of Clearwater.
Oh, really? Is that
So, yeah.
okay?
I used to work for the gas company, actually.
Okay. The Scientologists are running all of Clearwater now. So
Right.
I had
Be careful.
Have you ever been beamed up to Zemu? Zemu.
Well, I don't allow the sinos in my my time machine thing, So they got their own machine downtown Clearwater. So
yeah.
But I had to drive through that area over the weekend, and man,
They're everywhere.
it looks like Disneyland, for weirdos.
Yeah.
But sorry, that's the truth.
No, the Scientologists are crazy people.
Yeah. All right.
Trust me, I understand. I totally get it.
And then they hand all their money. That's how they built a 30-story building in downtown Clearwater. Anyways, getting ready for shot and just building guns. We got barrels coming pretty soon. More barrels. So
More barrels.
Big barrels there, Kevin. Big barrels.
Get your barrels up.
I'm leaving with a 50.
Hank Strange might even get his 50 cal here.
Oh, I hope so.
I'm working on it. Trust me. Just be patient.
Don't give my 50 cal to Kevin Dixie, because then he'll be on.
I'm going to give Kevin Dixie a big barrel. You're going to get a short barrel.
That's the way it is in real life anyway.
It's not the length, it's the girth, baby. It's all about the girth.
150 millimeter girth,
Yeah.
But anyhow, so yeah, that's what's going on, man. So
okay, very cool, very cool. All right, yeah. So to wrap this up, I want to thank everyone that's been watching the show, still hanging out with us, even though we're winding it down. Thanks for all the good comments and everything. Want to thank all the people that support the show on Patreon. We are Patreon/Hank Strange. Of course, the folks that support us as well is Safety Harbor Firearms, this gentleman here, Walter, and the rest of the Killer Keller family that support the channel. Andrew's Custom Leather, and also Big Daddy Guns. And speaking of Big Daddy Guns, I'm going to show you guys, I've been showing you the Survival Dispatch stuff. And if you look in the description, there is a link, a free limited 14-day trial for Survival Dispatch. And if you're into survival stuff, or you want to be prepared for the stuff that's going to happen, like these guys are always talking about, not just the zombie apocalypse. I think this is like real practical stuff.
It could be anything.
Yeah, Chris Weatherman, the author of the Going Home series, the Surviving, what is it called again? I know it's Surviving Home. It's got like 2 different names, but he is a survival guy, a prepared guy. And he contributes to this as well as some other people. So there is a free trial in the description for you guys. Go check that out. I keep telling you, we got a bunch of other stuff coming to you for Big Daddy Guns. So I want to thank them for everything that they're doing that keeps this this all going here. So check that out. Let me know what you think about it. There is a link in the description that you guys can use to check. And I encourage you guys to also go check that out and tell me what you think about it. Patrick and Kevin and Walter.
Will do.
Okay.
Yeah, check it out. Sign up, see what it is, see what you think about it.
Get my trial on.
Yeah, and if you, maybe we'll get some other people in there contributing to it, If we got some survivors out there. I know, Walter, you were like what is it? What is it again? Eagle Scouts or whatever?
Well, no, my sons are Eagle Scouts. I was just a lowly Weeblos. But I was a Scoutmaster, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. You're a Scoutmaster, so might have some things.
Oh yeah, there's always new things to learn about. Stuff
we might get Walter to pull up some tanks and stuff like that in some of the
also don't forget military vehicle rally for you guys in Florida, February 22nd in Mount Dora if you want to see some real tanks. I mean real tanks. So
that's cool.
Yeah, I think we should try to go to that, Patrick.
Yeah, that's not far. It's only like an hour, I think.
Yeah.
And we have a good time, and there's always food and adult beverages. And
what's the date on that?
I think it starts on the 22nd.
Yeah,
it's like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But Friday, Saturday is the 2 days that are the big days. So.
Driving a tank drunk. Like what?
I don't think the road rules apply to that. Kevin, ask the question again.
Oh God.
What would the charge be for driving a tank drunk? Like what is that charge title? Like what is it?
Well, probably the same. I don't think there's a special DWI for drunken tank driving.
Yeah. I think it's called fucking shit up while.
If you run the Popo's car over, you might get some.
I know we're leaving, but remember that thing in San Diego some years back?
Yeah.
So for the guy, they couldn't get him out of the tank because he just kept running stuff down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what else you do with a tech.
Exactly.
All right. So cool. That's it. We will be back, guys. We're going to be back tomorrow, Thursday, and Friday. I know. When are you cutting everything off, Lola, for the SHOT Show? Sometime next week. Okay. So next Wednesday is going to be the last show. So we got a couple more shows going here. So thanks for everyone for tuning in. We will see you guys next time around. Don't forget to check this out also on iTunes. Go to iTunes, check out the podcast, and give us some positive reviews on there. We appreciate it. Peace.
Good night, everybody.
Peace out.